What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Scene Snobs Morning Drive live show. I am your host, Mick Manhattan. I would love to say joined, as always, by my partner in crime, but I have no idea where he is. So we'll see. We'll see if he shows up. We're getting there, but I want to say thank you guys for joining in. You're with me for a little bit. We're going to talk. We're going to have some good times. You know, you got to give me a little bit of a break, though. I've been up very early. I was not feeling too well last night, so kept me up, but I'm ready to go. It's the weekend after Halloween. Does anybody else feel that bout of depression? Like, all the scary stuff has gone away, and all the Christmas stuff is everywhere, and I'm stuck in between. I don't know what I want to do. Just me? Oh, okay. All right, good. Well, you know, we're having a good time with it. It's, it's like I said, it's Friday morning. I appreciate you guys being here. Join in. Let's have a good time. We're going to get started with the news soon. Paul Dunn's here. What's going on, Paul? Thank you for joining in. As always, anybody who's watching or comes across, make sure you're commenting along. We'd love to hear from you. Have you join in, be a part of the show. It's always a good time. Hey, Radar, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining in. I know it's early. Appreciate you guys. We're doing this, and we're trying to make some fun of it. Well, I'm doing this. I don't know where the other one is, so I'll bet he'll wake up at like 9:30. He's probably asleep. He's gonna wake up at 9:30. I'm telling you, and then maybe join in for the last half hour. We'll see what happens. You want to try and give him a call? Let's give him a call. Let's see what happens. Come on. Let's see if he picks up, because I would love to see this. Maybe he's watching. So where are you, Casey? The viewers want to know. Calling. This is my fourth time calling since 6:55. Calling. Yep. Come on. Keep it ringing. Who says he picks up? Oh. Still got that ring. We're getting there. And I don't think it's going to happen. Still, hopefully he's okay. That's the important. We want him to be okay. But I know Casey's sleeping. I would play video games all night and then passed out. It's not a healthy way to do a morning show, I'll tell you that. But we're here. Let's see what everybody's saying. Radar, it's good. I love the Snobs Nation. I love that everybody gets along. I did call him. You heard me? Did you hear that? I thought that was fun. Good. Just been a 3-day weekend this weekend. Yeah, it's pretty rad, isn't it? I do. I believe in him. Yeah, and listen, Casey has pulled it together quite a bit, but there have been some days back in the past where he may have overslept for a lot of things. Casey's way of sleeping is he sort of becomes like the mummy. Like, it's a deep sleep, and the only way you're waking him up was with some sort of incantation. He is very devoted to his sleep when he has it, and there is no waking him up otherwise. But can I handle a 3-hour show by myself? Probably not, but we'll see. We're going to get there. Hopefully the incantation gets spoken early enough and he can still join in. But until then, you're stuck with me. Let's see what's going on in the news, shall we, everybody? Oh, God, Kyrie Irving. So I don't know if anybody has seen what's going on with Kyrie Irving lately. It throws you for a loop, man. So Kyrie Irving is now joining the Kanye train, the A train, the Yay train. I love it. Not for the reasons that I'm saying it, but I love it. He's started putting out tweets, anti-Semitic tweets, and statements, stuff like that. And a lot of people were kind of wondering, like, what's going on, like with the Nets? Why aren't they get rid of them, or suspending them or doing something? They finally did. They suspended him for 5 games, and he just put out an apology. And I don't know. Let me ask you guys: is it too little, too late in situations like this? Like when you've already done it. I understand maybe posting something. Wow, it's even today. It's like, how do you post stuff like that? How do you do that, and then come back around and try and apologize for it? Because if you, I guess you get caught up. I guess that's the thing. And I'm not defending Kylie Irving. I'm talking about more normal, everyday people who don't have anti-Semitic or racist thoughts. I'm talking about like us, the ones who maybe get mad at something and want to post and just be like, I don't know, I want the world to know what I'm feeling. But then, like, even like for me, myself, I'm like, I get mad sometimes and I want to post or I want to react. And then I'm just like, nah, you know what? Let me chill. Let me chill on this. Let me give it like a 5-minute breather and think about it. Because I just don't want the reaction. I remember one time I reacted to Kristen Stewart. I think I made fun of her acting on Twitter. Man, I underestimated the amount of Kristen Stewart fans there are in this world. Die-hard fans. And they came at me with like the fury of 10,000 suns. It was intense. But I survived it. And then I realized, I don't know if I'm going to make I don't want to rip apart Kristen Stewart anymore. Let's see what everybody's doing. Paul, like you said, he does believe it on. Radar says, I'm surprised I'm coherent right now, to be honest. I love the conversations we have going on. He's old enough to know better by now. You would think, but who knows? This is passion project. So, sometimes it's just not as passionate, I guess. I don't know. Or you're just tired or something happens. But, hopefully we'll see him later. My sign is falling off. The damn pumpkin. See, it's driving me crazy. Stop looking at it. So, I don't know. What say you with the Kyrie Irving? Is this apology good enough? He says, to all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reacted out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic. Instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from hateful remarks made in the documentary. I want to clarify any confusion on where I stand against anti-Semitism by apologizing for posting the documentary without context and a factual explanation outlining the specific beliefs in the documentary I agreed with and disagreed with. I had no intentions to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetuate any hate. I am learning from this unfortunate event and hope we all find understanding between us all. I am no different from any other human being. I am a seeker of the truth, and I know who I am. But do we care? Do we care about you, Kylie Irving? I mean, we don't want you to be harmed, but I'm getting tired of the celebrity opinion. Everyone's got one. It's just it's old. It's tiring. It's boring, and I don't need it. Don't say that, Paul. They'll come and get you. Kristen Stewart heads are crazy. They will come get you. I don't care if you're a good basketball player. It doesn't mean you get to say whatever you want, whenever you want. Your truth seeking doesn't mean that you have to push your truth on us. Now you have share an opinion, that's one thing. But if you're trying to push your truth or truth, as I want to say, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not our truth, and you shouldn't have that influence, especially with your hateful thinking. All right, let's see what else we got going on in the wonderful. Oh Jesus, everything is so political. Tired of it. Can I just have some fun news? Seriously, I'm just kind of over it all. Everywhere you go, everywhere you think, it's like Jesus. Best of the beats, ranking the top 30 free agents in Major League Baseball. Uh-oh. Need to get in there. See, this is the part where I normally have a partner and we can bounce off of each other and we tell each other our stories and stuff like that. So, but you know, it's been a crazy week. I don't have a lot of stories. All my stories have been like working on Skyline. Let's call Casey again. Let's see what he's doing. I'm just gonna keep harassing him until he wakes up. Let's see how this goes. Is he gonna wake up? Hopefully. I love the guy, by the way. I just love to mess with him. I do hope he's fine. I hope it is. He's just sleeping. But we'll see. Can't be stuck at work. I know that. He would at least call in. This guy sleeps like a brick, man. When we lived together on his drunken escapades, he would he had the proclivity of falling asleep in the bathroom, not because he was going to throw up. He wasn't going to throw up. He just had this, like, he liked to sleep on the cold floor of the bathroom. And it was, we shared the bathroom. So it sucked. Actually, we didn't even share the bathroom. He had his own in his bedroom. but we somehow became sharing of it. And he just slept on it. And like when I'd have to get in the morning, like his legs would be blocking. I'm like, I can go to work, man. This was my life. He could not wake up for the life of me, man. He would have this alarm that would go off like every 5 seconds. So just like go off because he knew he'd be late for work if he didn't wake up in time. So he would sit there and like we knew he was sleeping. We would be down in the living room and like the alarm was loud as hell. Like it would just go off and it sounded like air raid sirens. And that's by design. Like he knew he needed like something to really wake him up. And it would just keep going off for an hour or two. Like he set this up like an hour or two to wake up before. And like he's still like we would have to go and wake him up. And like that was even hard. It was short of like taking a broom and just smashing into the blanket to wake him up because like he just does not wake up. He's a brick. He's been good lately in recent years, but you know, he's been here every week except for now. So I knew this was bound to happen. We made it a month. This is officially like our like 5th episode. You know, we started in the first week of October, so like this is our 5th week, and we're in a new month. So I was like, it's bound to happen. At least it's happening now. You know, hopefully, and it's gonna happen a few more times if we keep this up. Like if this actually takes off, man, this will happen a lot more. Let's see what you guys are saying. But have you watched Deadstream? I have not watched it yet. I need to sit down and watch Deadstream because it looks really good. It's just been a crazy week, and I'm sort of burnt out on horror, man. I did 95 days of it. I needed a break. Need coffee, brain no go. Good morning to the snobs. It's always good to hear your voice, Mick. Good to hear you, John. Thanks for joining in, buddy. Paul's laughing his ass off. Oh, that's another one for the counter. That's got to go in the swear jar. Remind me to tell Casey when he comes on. He keeps track of all that. See, another one. I'm missing them. I'm taking week 5. That's going that right there is going in the in our reviews. Yeah, I'm putting it up. This is when having a call-in line would be super helpful. Yeah, I do. I gotta get one. I definitely need to get one. I should just put the link up. It'd be funny. Yeah, he's done, man. I think he's asleep. He ain't waking up. He decided I got no time for morning show. Yeah, but like that's the thing I was talking about earlier, like some of the stories when it comes to Casey and like how he never wakes up. Like, and he can fall asleep anywhere. I've never seen a guy like. I mean, I knew when I was younger, like I could sleep in a bathtub. I could sleep. You know, you just kind of have like drunk nights, sleep it off, like at your friend's house, something when you're young. That's not this. Casey, I don't know. I can't tell you how many nights we're like, all right, let's watch a movie. Let's just chill and watch a movie. And like we'll put one on. and he's out like a light on your couch, and that's it. That's it. He ain't coming back. So, and he just falls asleep, and that's how it is. Dude is a candle lit at both ends, and he is bound to crash. And this might be the day where it's just like, all right, it's Friday, I'm gonna crash. That's it. Paul, slow down, relax. It's all right. It's the morning show. Everybody just enjoy. Get some coffee. He'll be here. He always shows up. And he's been really good. When he started back with the Scene Snobs a it was like a little over 2 years ago. No, about 2 years ago. Maybe a little over. I forget when. So he started back up with the Scene Snobs and came back in. He was so worried about not being there on time for things. He was so worried about it. And I was like, dude, it's all right. I get it. It's fine. Like, I prefer you not, but he's never missed a Tuesday. In fact, the one Tuesday he did miss was the one that I hosted the Bloody Summer Camp thing. So, but I knew, like, he had told me, like, a couple of weeks in advance, he's like, hey, listen, I got concert tickets I got to go to. I was like, dude, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. I think we earned a night off. And, but he was so worried about it. And now he's not showing up for the morning show for our 5th one. I love this. I love it. And then we're going to keep calling him. This is going to keep happening. I'm going to call him in a little bit. We're going to see what happens. I want to get him on the phone before he hops on and see what he says. Sam said, Paul can fall asleep anywhere. The ground, gravel, concrete. That's not Paul falling asleep. That is the bourbon bottle that he drank that helps him fall asleep. That helps him pass out. You would think a morning zoo show would be right up his alley. You would. He's so full of energy, but he gets tired. And like when he wakes up, like this is not the first time, even during this show. So here's a funny story. So we always wanted to do a morning show. Like when we did Mystery Elephant and like he did Off Topic Radio, we always talked about it. We always thought we'd be really good in the morning. Just like a Monday through Friday morning show. And we always wanted to do one. So for years, since he got back on the Scene Snobs, we went and we talked about like, all right, we should do a morning show. Let's just do one morning a week and see how it goes. And if it goes well and we can make it work, we'll do more. Or if we get picked up or do something. And so we did that. And every single time we tried to launch a morning show, every single time, except for this show, the very first show, he never showed up. He overslept. And always like, oh my God, we're not ready for this. We're not ready for it. So when we came to starting this and doing this, I told him, I was like, I think we need to make sure we're here and we're ready to do it. Got to be willing to get into it. That's the way it is. I mean, we got to dedicate at least the one day a week, because we can't start something and not do it. And, he was every morning, like, it's been 4 episodes before. This is the 5th episode. And there's been at least 2 of those episodes where it's like, I had to call him at like 6:55. It was like, dude, we're going live. And he's like, okay. So I don't know if we're cut out for mornings. We might need to be an evening show. This is part of the ultimate morning experience. It's true. It's very true. Somebody said something here we go. Oh yeah, the Z Morning Zoo Road. Maybe his knees finally needed to recoup after your car damage. Listen, we don't talk about that. There's a non-disclosure agreement in that lawsuit that the Buzzard Law Firm helped us solve. So we can't talk about that. Let's give him a call. See what he says. I'm loving this. I didn't even go get coffee today. I just was not feeling well this morning. I've been up since like 4. Like I don't want to mess with anything. I don't want anything shifting while I'm here by We even talked about last night layering our breaks so that way we're always on, so that way we don't lose because we tend to lose an audience after our break. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that today. I'm not even gonna get a break today. Damn it, Casey. Wake up. Better be okay. Oh man. No, nothing from the case. No case, man. Let's see what you guys are saying. Maybe isn't oh yeah. Now, Paul, you shut up. We're not allowed to talk about that. Paul signed a non-disclosure agreement. There's no incident. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So guys, let's get a little fun. Let's see what's going on around the horn. If you guys have questions or you have any topics you want to talk about, throw it out. I love to hear it. 2 seconds. Nothing depressing. I don't want anything depressing about the mood. Everything's depressing. I don't know why I even look at the news anymore. We're so off course, and that's what happens. We're so off course because I have bits planned with Casey. He's not here, so it's all me by myself. You know what's goes great with coffee? I heard it was Kimmel's Cookies. It's true. Kimmel's Cookies. She's coming back. She's getting her stuff together. She took a hiatus, and now she's coming back. I had one of the first ones, a Halloween one, and she just made like some Halloween ones for around the house. So she just kind of messed with her, recipe and stuff like that because it's been a while. And man, were they so good! That's a damn fact. Best cookies on the East Coast and homemade. I'll be ordering some for Thanksgiving. Others should too. You're so sweet, Paul. Thank you so much. Yeah, she loves doing it. So she's all about it. I'm the diabetic cookie tester. I'm only allowed to have one now. I'm not allowed to have any more than that. Or else I'll just be in trouble. So it looks like oh my god, I think it already started. So it looks like Elon's gonna have mass layoffs at Twitter. How do you do that? What are you gonna do? What's gonna happen? I mean, I don't listen. All right. The whole Twitter thing, the Elon thing, whatever. I think my opinion, and this again is my opinion. We were talking about it earlier. Like, I'm not passing anything off the fact. I'm not offending anyone. My opinion is, who cares if he bought Twitter? Everybody's up in arms, and he should shut up just as much as the celebrity should shut up. But like, he bought it, so fine. So like, the celebrities are like, oh, I want to quit. I can't be here. Fine, okay, nothing wrong with that. Don't call them babies. Don't get upset because I don't think they are. You go into a restaurant, right? And now maybe it's this awesome restaurant that you want to go and eat at, and you hear the food is great, and it's fantastic. Then somebody buys the restaurant, and it's the same food, it's the same everything, except now like all the regulars are like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, yeah, I don't like him. He's kind of he doesn't align with me. Okay. So you're just going to stop eating the restaurant? You're going to stop, being a part of it? Fine. That's okay too. You're allowed to make that choice. My problem is, hey, $8 for a verification check mark is a pretty good deal compared to the countless hours it takes to actually build a reputation. You ain't kidding. And actually, I'm attributing that to him listening to my tweet because since he's announced he's buying Twitter, I've like asked Elon directly for a blue check mark constantly, and he, I think he's answering it by saying, "Pay $8 and you can have one." It's not like there's no other social media to use. Stop breaking them up. You're leaving me in suspense. It's not good. Casey's already got me suspenseful. I don't need your suspense too, Radar. Come on. No. No, I agree. And there's social media everywhere. And Twitter's not even like my main social media, but am I getting off of it because Elon owns it? No. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Like I wasn't even I don't know. A lot of stuff just doesn't upset me. Like, I mean, listen, there's a lot to be upset about. Don't get me wrong. I can go on that for days. If you guys heard the Scene Snobs podcast this week, it was very upset about flags, certain flags. They went into it. But, I don't care. Of course, a billionaire bought Twitter. Of course, the richest billionaire bought Twitter. And and we care about that. Of course, we care, and we hate Kanye. I mean, you hate these people more than you hated Jeffrey Epstein. I hear people calling for the heads of Elon Musk for buying Twitter and laying people off, and the calling for the head of Kanye West, more, the calling for his head for all his BS and stupidity. But I don't. That's one single one of you are calling for the head of Prince Andrew and all of his atrocities. I mean, that's some real effect. That's he's physically destroyed people's lives. Like, about Ghislaine Maxwell, like, well, we're just fine with it. It's fine, whatever. I'm not asking some questions about these people who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein forever. No, we don't ask them anything. We praise them for leaving Twitter because they hate Elon. I'm not saying I like Elon. I mean, if he gave me $1 billion, I would love him, but I don't foresee that happening. But yeah, get angry somewhere else. Get angry somewhere else. Just stop. It's time. Just let it go. Like, stop getting angry if you're gonna get angry at these people because the masses just want to be angry and they want to cancel somebody, especially for being rich, then you need to equally get mad at, the people who were pedophiles, child molesters. Like, how are you not angry about that? Whatever. I still wait to see Epstein and Maxwell list. You're never going to see it. You're never going to see it. It's never going to happen because too many people of prominence are on it. Ricky Gervais said it right. He's like, he's your friend. I know you're sad. It's true. It's the same thing when all these people were friends with Harvey Weinstein. They're fine with the monsters as long as they're getting what they want. It's the same with the Church of Scientology. These are untouchable things. As long as they bring you money, they are untouchable. Once they stop bringing you money, then they are not. Then you can touch them. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But we still see, what's his name, Weinstein, house arrest. This dude is a monster. He's a monster. For years, he's been a monster destroying lives. House arrest. It's disgusting. It is what it is. I'm not. I don't want to get too deep into it, but, like, seriously. Oh, see if Casey's gonna do it again. Let's call him. Casey, how do you feel about monsters? Tell me right now. Are they over your bed? Wake up. I think they are. We'll see what happens. Oh, come on, bud. Come on. I believe in you. You can wake up. You can wake up. I believe in you. A half hour in. We need you. See how this goes. I'm just gonna keep calling on the thing. Nada. On the phone. Let's call him on the phone, shall we? Let's do this. Answer for your sins, boy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. I don't want to do that to him. But I will. Let's do this. Let's call him. Sometime today, call. See. Now we got bad blood. No, I'm just kidding. Really no bad blood. Pick up. Can't wait.
Please leave your message. 5719.
Dude, I hope he's all right because messing with him is fun, but it's only fun if it's just sleep. Like if he's just sleeping, that's when it's fun. It's not fun any other one. Radar, stay right where you are. I'm not reading that because I already owe $1 to the swear jar. This is hilarious. Ring ring. What's your favorite Thanksgiving movie? If you don't think, if I can get him on the line, if you don't think that I am treating him like he's like the 1,000th caller on a radio show, you are sadly mistaken. I would, I'm gonna do that. So it's November. We're here. We're in a new month. You're stuck with me. I should write Scene Snob morning show because the other snob's not around. So we're here. We're doing it. So I love November. A lot of people get like between Halloween and then going into Christmas. They're like, oh, come on, kind of rush it. I don't want to rush it. I like the fall. I like the feel of it. I like the smell of what smells like a bonfire somewhere off in the distance because there always seems to be one. There's always one. That's how it works. I don't understand. Everyone who's friends with Casey on Facebook should just start calling him on his messenger. I just want him to wake up with like 40 missed calls. Oh, I love it. This is hilarious. Ring ring. Oh, what's your favorite Thanksgiving movie? And then Radar says today on the Scene Snobs morning show, will Casey answer the damn phone? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, what's going on, George? Oh, excuse me. That's for being up since whenever and not getting coffee. I don't know if I can drink coffee. It might mess me up today. Oh my God. No shave November. I thought about that, but my chud face, man, looks terrible without a beard. Actually, I thought about shaving a mustache for Movember. I was like, I have too many. Now that I'm running Skyline, things have hit the ground running. So for any filmmakers out there, we are Skyline Indie Film Fest has their submissions open, so you can go and submit. Well, the thing about it is, we got if I shave a mustache, you're gonna see my chin and face, and it looks terrible. I'm not a guy who looks good with a mustache. I'm not. I maintain that there are some faces that just work and some faces that don't. My dad had a mustache growing up. He did. He had a straight up like Burt Reynolds Magnum PI style mustache, and it worked on him. I don't know what it is. Like if a face works with a mustache, ladies flock, man. They're in it to win it. But I don't have that face for it. I can't pull it off. I take the beard. I can't pull off a no facial hair either, so I have to keep the beard. Thank God beards have become more mainstream. It's definitely been quite the ride. Paul's calling Casey. Oh God. It said he's in another call. He's active. Yes, we woke him up. Oh, let's try and call him now. Let's see if we can do it. Remember, we love this man. All right, let's be kind. Be kind. Rewind. Wake him up. Says he's active. Let's see if he wakes up. Well, TSS, the kangaroo. Come on, buddy. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. He might have to use the bathroom. Yeah, we gotta give him a little. I mean, he has like 9 missed calls from me, so I think we're having too much fun with this. All right, though. I don't think he's gonna pick up for me on this one. He's active though, so hopefully he'll be in soon. Oh my God! Thank you guys for calling. I think we had a good time with it. So, getting into it, when it comes to November, I only get a stash radar, and I look like someone who would be on that list you want. So I have to shave. Yeah, it's tough, man. I can't pull off a stash. I always want to do. I am doing a challenge. Like I think I showed you guys. I got it right here. So I'm doing the St. Jude's challenge. You know, where I'm walking 60 miles in a month. So I've done pretty good so far. I've done 3 miles or more every day. So I'm doing that to raise money. So if you guys are interested or you just want to go share it, it's over on Facebook. It's pinned on the Mick Manhattan account. So, but you know, I'm doing that. And I'm to challenge myself because I haven't done those challenges before, and I've always wanted to. Casey does. He used to do Tough Mudder and all those ultimate, the Spartan ones and everything. He did all that stuff for a lot of times. Like he, you know, that guy, that dude, as a runner, astounds me. Again, going back to like when we were roommates. Like, here's the funny part. Like, there were times, like we talked about, where it was harder to wake him up. But then there were times where, like, completely, we were out the night before, crazy, fun, had a good time. And like this dude is running. He's just out running. It still boggles my mind. It still boggles my mind. And without further ado, the man, the myth, the runner, the gazelle, as I call him, Mr. Casey Man Plot. What's up, buddy?
How are you doing today? I'm hurting.
Dude, I was so hoping you would pick up because I was going to do a call-in winner voice.
Oh, man. No, I saw it and came. I saw yours, and then I saw Paul's, and I just ran.
I
gotta get there.
We got to the point where, like, I'm talking, and like everybody's just like, he'll be here, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and they kept wanting me to call you, so I was like, all right. So like I would tell stories in between calling you, like, you know, like the bathroom story, like, and in fact, not the fact that you were ever sick in the, you know, like when we go out drinking. It's just like the cold touch of the bathroom floor.
Honestly, that's all it was, because I would sleep on the kitchen floor too. It's the same effect. It's anywhere that's nice and tiled. That's all I needed.
Now, mind you, people, he doesn't do this anymore. Like, this is going back years. This is going like a decade.
My body could not handle that. I mean, this is just waking up early now. My body's, it's a very different effect.
I know. We appreciate you coming on, man.
Please forgive my voice. Give me a few minutes here.
If you want to go make your tea, I mean...
Oh, no. Water will be fine.
I'm at the same point, dude. I woke up at 4 a.m. and just sick. I think it's this new medicine I'm on.
For me, it's the weather, man. I always do this every season. The weather gets me. And it gets me some way or another. And this one is getting me all nasally, and like my whole ENT area is just not feeling great.
Well, we were talking about it. I was like, you know, every time we've done a morning show before, you've slept through the first episode. And I was like, this is improvement because this is episode 5. We're in a new month.
Right.
I was like, he's here. It's fine. And like, I was like, actually, part of me here's where you know you grew as a person, Casey, in life, is I was looking at it and I'm like, I hope he's okay. Like, it was my first thought. Wasn't like, Casey, I was like, I hope he's okay, man. Like, oh, you know, I don't want anything. I hope he's sleeping. That's what I hope for.
That's a lot, because there was a time when that question would usually be, I hope he's not in Toledo, or I hope he's not, you know, ass up, face down in a ditch.
Oh, that's our second curse of the day.
I'll take it.
I did the first one. Everyone's here is happy to see you. They're so glad you're on. I am too.
Hi, everybody. I love all of you. It's such a wonderful Friday morning, and couldn't be happier to be with you. It was one of those weird moments. I did wake up at 6:30 because I remember seeing my phone at 6:30.
No.
And then I woke up to Paul Dunn's face from calling me, and I was like, oh no. What happened?
I was so hoping you would pick up for me, and I was just going to be like, you're live on TSS in the morning.
Congratulations and welcome. Gosh, I sound horrifying this morning.
It's all right. You're just waking up. It's fine, man. Drink your water. Let's see what the comments are saying while you do that. Paul says, heck yeah, you're kicking butt for a great cause. Sam, Matt, and I just did a walk for Down syndrome for our niece. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Very
I was
cool.
talking about the 60-mile challenge. I'm doing pretty good. I'm up to 9.37 miles.
Heck yeah, brother.
So
That's
far.
fantastic.
Because I figured if I did 2 miles a day, I would be way out of the game. So like I told myself, I'm like, but if I do 3 miles for the first 15 days, I can kind of sit pretty, not let up, but sit pretty for the rest of the month.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then like coast. That's how I work.
Just want to coast. I see. Well, that's the whole point. Is you work hard at the beginning, so that way the end is more like a party.
Yeah, absolutely. So and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
It's a whole celebrate. You can prolong your celebration if you only have like 1 mile to do for the last week.
I like it. And it's going to be going into Christmas. After Thanksgiving, I'm going to be a whole bunch more weight and stuff. So why not? Let's do it there. Let's see what Radar says. I know what happened. I got slashed last night, and it set an hour early. What'd you get slashed? Sloshed last night. Sloshed. I should read that right.
I wish I got sloshed. Gosh, but I wouldn't give to get drunk again. I feel like it's been so long.
If this is the best quote, this is going up on one of the reviews. It's let me find it. Radar said it. Oh, okay. I'm taking week 5 off, Casey.
It's in my contract. You'll see.
Every 5th week.
Every 5th week, I get an extra 30 minutes on either side.
Oh my god. John says, "Good morning, Casey. I'm happy to see you alive and well." Mick was getting I was a little worried because he's been here every week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I wanted to make sure you're okay.
I appreciate it. You know, I freaking love you.
See, I didn't get mad. I did not get mad. Ask anybody. I didn't get mad.
I didn't think you'd get mad.
I know. I just don't want you to think it because I tend to fly off the handle. I'm just saying.
I mean, on occasion, but I think we've all gotten over. We've grown as people in our older age.
I've definitely grown. You're right.
There's less throwing of anger and violence and vitriol towards one another. We don't do that at all. Now it's much more of a professional speak.
We don't even do that to anybody else. Like we're pretty good. I gotta give that to us. We don't really even talk shit about. Oh, almost did 2 there.
Man, gosh, that's what 40. That's $43.
Yeah. Oh man, let's just roll it into the next one because we forgot to give my wife's, but whatever. I got one that I'm severely underfunded for. I don't think anybody believes it. They're like, we're not giving money to the charity. We know you're not going to walk 60 miles. You're going to die. I was like, it's not consecutive.
You're going to make it. We believe in you. We all believe in you.
George, don't go. Just don't go.
Just don't go. Just don't go.
Casey, good morning, good sir. Paul, you already said good morning. You said wait. You like right up close.
I get lots of mornings. I like my mornings. It's great to see everybody.
Kelly had vomit attacks Halloween night. Bryce just got it yesterday at the end of school. I'm afraid I'm not. You are next.
Yeah, it follows. It's like the germ is it follows. So if one person is sick in the family, it will show up.
And it's happening. It's happening a lot. A lot of people are talking about the stomach flu. I didn't mind because I just started taking new diabetes medication. That's what's hitting me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Luckily, my tummy is oh man, I can't say it because now I've brought it up. All right, I'm going to say it. I'm going to knock on wood, but I definitely feel way better because I haven't had any gut issues in like 3 weeks.
I think you're deserving of some relief of gut issues.
I mean, honestly, I had a long run where I was like, my tummy was like, we're going to turn 40 and this is what it's going to become. Enjoy. It was horrifying.
Yeah, they ain't wrong either. 40, just a lot of stuff hits.
And you just got to like everything. It's all the cows are, what is it? Chickens come home to roost.
Yep.
Is the term, because at 40, your body is like, okay, everything you've done up to this point, this is what you're feeling now. Good. Congratulations. When you were a runner for a while, here's your knee and hip problems. Yeah. You struggle with, you used to play this game where you did something with your ankle. Now that hurts and you can never play that game again. Like it's all these weird things like, oh, you're a smoker. Congratulations. Here's what your throat, your nose, your chest, all this is going to feel like. It's like, ugh.
Dude, I thank God every day that I got out of it before 40 because I knew everything was going to hit harder.
Yeah, dude, it's no joke, man. That's honestly what kind of my push right now. So
Yeah.
I think that's part of all this too. Is the less I do, the more everything is kind of slowly coming out again, and it's
Yeah.
it
Oh, when
hurts.
you quit it, it will suck for like 3
Oh.
weeks, and then you'll feel good.
Yeah, we're in the start of the suck. So
how do you think Sam feels seeing my actual face every morning? I don't know. Good.
probably
I hope.
great.
I mean,
Yeah, probably amazing. She's probably like blissfully happy because she married you.
yeah. I mean, at least let the honeymoon phase. Just dote over her. That's the important
just
thing.
play it up for at least 2 more weeks, bro. If not,
Like
years.
I'll tell you. Casey can attest to this. I was a gruff dude back in the day. Like, I don't think I was mean, but I was definitely like I wasn't even curmudgeon-y. I was just
Can
like,
confirm you were very tight when there were
yeah.
certain things that you were adamant about.
Oh
you
yeah.
were adamant. That foot was down.
I didn't dote over anyone. I didn't care. I always had one foot like kind of out. You know.
I mean, just in talking in the conversation, he had 1 foot out. Like there was always an exit.
I was
There
telling
was
my wife
always
about
an
this.
exit.
So there was always an exit. My wife, yeah, and there would be some times where I just left. I would just left, like
just gone.
Not Casey and I, but like I would be having a conversation with somebody, and then I would be like, I'm going to the bathroom, and then I never came back, just because I didn't care. I mean, I cared, but like I do what I want to do. I'm like a T-Rex. I'm like, if I just want to go eat, I'm going to go eat. If I just want to go lay down, I'm going to go lay down.
Yeah.
Now it's different. I can't do that anymore.
You have to be a little more considerate.
I refuse to meet girls at bars. Like that's not true. Actually, I didn't mind meeting them. I refuse to date girls that I met at bars.
See, that was the big one you did until you met your wife at a bar.
And that's what we're talking about because it's coming up on the 8th anniversary of that.
Wow.
In 4 days.
Wow.
So we were talking because it's Casey. I didn't drink when we went to the bars. Like I drank one night out of the month and I got hammered and that was it.
Yep. Yeah. Just get it out of your system.
Every other day I drank water. It became my regular, like everybody knew and would get me a pitcher of water. Usually a normal size small pitcher because they're like, you're so big and we just don't want to keep serving you water. So here.
Yeah, we'd have a mini pitcher and then of course, finally get tired of it.
Our buddy Mikey, Mr. Jokester that he is, would get the biggest pitcher he could find and serve me water out of that. But that's neither here nor there. What is here and there is I would never buy girls drinks because I'm not locking myself into anything. Now, mind you, I was much younger and better looking.
Well, you had a whole thing about you would never buy a drink because you didn't want to ever show or what. I don't remember. What was your thing for not buying a drink? What was the words?
If I have to buy you a drink for you to be interested, then I'm not interested.
That's it.
So, here's the thing. I work to be interesting when I talk to people. When I'm interested in talking, I know I'm using the word a lot, but when I'm interested in talking to you, I will make sure that I am interesting. But if you're refusing to be interesting to me unless I buy you a drink, you are not worth the drink.
Yeah. I have a very different idea of that. You and I are different sides of that because I feel like I have to buy people things in order for them to like me.
Don't do it, man. I like you more. You saw how I was back in the day.
You were ridiculous.
Dude, and people ate it up. They ate it up.
I mean, true. I look at you. I could never. It was one of those things. I have the kindness side, and you have the Jersey side. There's no other way to put it. Your gruffness, abruptness, and sometimes straight up brutality in social settings. I mean, it can't be repeated. Between you being a giant and being from Jersey and just having the laissez-faire and yet also hardcore attitude you have, it's a very strange, wonderful thing. It's part of the, stardust and mystic magic that makes you the wonderful human being you are. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man. Well, you want to hear a funny story that you said Jersey?
Of course I do.
Just happened yesterday.
Boop, okay. Here it is.
So, all right, everybody. I used to fight a lot back in the day, not for monetary gain or anything. It wasn't a lion heart type of situation. I just didn't back down. I never started a fight,
Mhm.
but I never backed down from one. So when it came down to it,
Michael Jai White.
I've been in a lot of fights. And then when I got a little bit older, I went to film school, I was working in the film industry. I realized you can't do that. You can't just fight people. And you need to I needed to cool off. I needed to be like, all right, I can't just jump at everything. I was like, I need to be level-headed. I'm getting older. I need to be smarter. So I started, and also because I just didn't want to fight. I didn't want to hurt anybody anymore. I was like, all right, this is too much. You know, I was like, people started fighting, I'm gonna walk away, and that's the way it's gonna be. And that worked for, you know, I think a while. I haven't been in a fight in a long time.
Mhm.
It's been at least a decade.
Yeah.
I've been involved in fights that were going on,
Yeah, but you weren't.
but I
That's
wasn't.
not like, yeah.
That was the breakup. I broke it up.
Yeah,
So-
that wasn't good old-fashioned fisticuffs going at it.
Oh, some of them were throwing fists. I just was like, all right,
They
punch me,
were,
and then
you
I'm gonna
weren't.
push you away.
Yeah.
It wasn't me though. I didn't
Yeah.
square up. So I don't know what it was about yesterday. So this trucker was being a real jerk.
Mhm.
I had my son in the car, and on the road it was just kind of racing. And I was pissed because I'm like, and I'm trying to speed up because like, he keeps like trying to match me and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not racing you. I'm in a minivan, dude. Calm down. So then I sped up and I went around to try and get away
Which
from
kind of truck is this? Are we talking like a trucker?
18
Oh,
wheel
okay.
trucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of respect for truckers. I do. Not when they're driving like jerks.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah. And so I get off in an exit to, you know, because we're going to football practice. So
Mhm.
I get off the exit. This truck gets off behind me. I'm like, oh boy. Pulls up beside me. Right. And now I read where the truck is from on the door. Rolls down the window. Goes, what's your problem? I'm from Jersey. I was like, oh, you are you? No problems here, buddy. Let's go meet over there. I was ready to roll out. Autobots roll out. I was like, you're going to tell me you're from Jersey? No problem. My son is about to see this trucker get beat to death. That's how mad I got inside. Like, I can't show it because I can't scare my kid, but
Mhm.
the fact that he rolled down the window and said he was from Jersey, I'm like, you might have just ended your life, dude.
That's the thing right there. That's the thing.
And I told him, I was like, there's a lot right over there. Get out. And I don't want to use the expletives I use, but I'm like, get out.
Fair.
I'm gonna kick your ass. You know, and whatever. That dude rolled away. He knew as soon as like, man, this guy might be from Jersey. Like I'm like, next up, the very next decision you make, sir, could be your life. So he drove away, and good for him because that was the smart choice. Because I was pissed. I was like, "You can tell me you're from Jersey?" And I think that's the thing. It's not even like the crappy driving. It was that you rolled up and you threatened Jersey on me. Oh no, sir! And I knew I
Who
was.
do you
older than
think
him,
you
too.
are?
It's like you
How
don't.
dare you invoke the name of Jersey with the mighty Mick Manhattan?
I'm just telling. Listen, I'm just telling you. If
I honestly
everybody-
feel like in that moment when he said, I'm from Jersey, you want to look back and be like, but are you a god?
but I would have said yes.
Yeah, because you know.
And that was like the little bit of resurgence of old Mick coming back.
That's hilarious. And I don't think we ever need old Mick to come back.
I don't dislike old Mick. Was still all about justice. He would never hit anybody for no reason.
Yeah, but justice was always dangerous with you because you were such a hardliner on it. Like if the moment you felt there was injustice, it was like fight. Like it's a whoa.
Yeah, it was bad.
Batman Year 2, calm down. Like
It was bad.
take
Like
it down a notch.
Batman Year 2 is the perfect way to put it because it really was. It was like, all right, I'm into this now. I know what's going on. And it was never a year one for me though.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I went into the world. I came into the world Batman Year 2.
Yeah, that's exactly. You were ready to go. You immediately went, was that injustice? And then just like would jump. Like it jumped first.
And
Get
now
in defending. And
I'm Batman Year 5. And Dick Grayson's here. And I got to be a little more calm because Dick's here. And he's like, no, I want justice.
you're on your way to
Batman.
Batman Beyond. I think when the boys are teenagers, it's going to flip and you're going to become that grizzled old Batman. It's going to be awesome. Because right now,
Oh, yeah.
you're Dark Knight, but like not back broken Dark Knight yet.
You can't see my nipples yet.
Bingo. Exactly. We're still
Oh.
nipple free. Congratulations.
Oh my god! Let's see what everybody's saying. I can't wait to get sloshed anymore. I can't get sloshed anymore if I even have 2 shots. My acid reflux. Me too.
Oh,
Casey can attest. I stopped drinking when I got my first hangover at 30.
yep. No, it's actually very true. And now he only has margaritas. So when he's talking about the margaritas, guys, it's not a joke. And honestly, I'm the same. I freaking love a good margarita.
Mm-hmm.
But I also still enjoy my sake, beers once in a while. But that's about it. I can't do the hard liquor anymore.
I have too many stories on sake. And most of them are involved in New York City. So,
well, of course.
So it's just like when I drink sake, I turn into a Killers video.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's either good or bad. Like you don't know which way you're going to go with it. But it's always happening in a city of some sort.
That's fair. That's fair. That works. Or like even a Western. Sometimes there's a Western happening and on sake. I get it. Look, that's why I love sake, because it kind of just becomes a thing and then you fall asleep. It's wonderful.
I am very happy I found a new good sushi place around my new house.
Oh.
And it's like right down the block. So like we had some and I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to need to eat more sushi lately.
Man, I miss sushi because I love sushi. That's one of my favorites. I haven't had sushi in weeks.
We need to pick a new spot, man.
Absolutely, bro. Well, I mean, how far away is that spot from you?
Literally right down the road.
Perfect. I'm 35 minutes away from you. I can come over.
So Casey and I used to have lunch like maybe once a week.
I mean, minimum a minute, because there was that point where you moved out in Fairfax and I was still in Manassas, so it was still a little bit of a stretch.
Well, yeah, because I worked in Manassas too at the time, so like I would keep going back and like so. Yeah, we would try and do. Actually, before we finish the sentence, can I leave you for a few seconds? Go say bye to the kids.
Absolutely, my friend. Go right ahead.
Take it over.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing? Happy morning to you. Sorry, I was running a bit behind today. Unfortunately, life happens, and alarms happen, and sometimes they don't happen the way we hope they do. This has been a fantastic morning of feeling my age. That's a fun thing to start with at 40 here. I've still got, I don't turn, actually, I'm complaining about this. I don't turn 40 until March, but lately I feel like literally the chickens are coming home to roost. Everything I've done throughout my life, my body is now feeling that and giving that to me tenfold. So it's not great. This is not the most wonderful way to wake up, and definitely proof that smoking kills and no one should smoke. Quit smoking. If you are a smoker, stop it. It's terrible. Paul, I'm looking at you, who's looking right back at me. I don't like it. We got to stop, bro. Got to stop. It's not worth it. So, sorry, I'm a little less entertaining than Mick. I had a whole bit we've been trying to work, and I'm interested in what you all think would work. So we've got these little stretches of time where we're going to be taking breaks and sharing breaks. So we're still kind of in the midst of putting that together. And obviously, some of us were probably going to do that this morning as show prep. Show prep is important. If you have a show or do a podcast, it's very important to make sure you're always prepared when getting on air. Because when you're on air, you don't want to be trapped and scared and confused because you have no idea what to do because the bits you were supposed to put together, you didn't wake up in time to do. So instead, you get to just kind of tool around and talk about nothing and be completely nonsensical while searching desperately to find everything you had started to put together. That is not it. Save them. I'm trying to get the actual show prep tracker up, and I can't find it. Oh, that's terrible. So yeah, how's everybody's mornings going? I see George out there. Hey, buddy. Dale, good morning to you, sir. Another wonderful and exciting day. Paul Dunn says LMBO. Yeah, see, Paul, I know everything. Paul says, damn, Casey, how do you know I looked at a pack as you said that? It's like, yeah, because I'm good like that. That's how I know. And my body is telling me enough. Paul, man, it's not worth it. I don't know what I did to anger what God or deity, but at this point, this morning, my throat all the way up into the back of my head and back of my nose are just angry. There is like a fire happening back there, and it ain't great. It is not fun. There's definitely a lot of better things that could happen.
Don't do it.
Oh, thank God. I'm so not prepared, man, and I feel like junk.
You know what? We lost viewers while I left you by yourself, so I think it's just us not together.
Dude, I'm miserable right now. No, it's me. It's 100%. It's not them. It's me.
Well, I want to say what's up to Dale.
Yeah, man. Dale's in there saying holla.
George G3 says never give up. If you're sick, rest. That's the way you do it. Dang, Mick, are you my birth father? Yes.
He knows all.
Now go to your room. You know, that reminds me. You know, Mary's rewatching Doctor Who with the boys.
Oh, fantastic. I saw that it had restarted somewhere, and I was like, what is that? Someone's jumping on Doctor Who.
Well, we had it was nice because we got I get to just watch episodes as I can because too busy now. So I'll catch them, and we just watched The Doctor Dances.
Oh yes, one of the
such
best.
a great episode. Yeah. But the kids, man, it freaked them out a little bit. It was fun with the gas masks.
Well, it's terrifying.
It was good, man, and I love that episode.
See, I love somehow your kids are cool with it, and this is not just a boys and girls thing, so I don't want to say it that way, but it's I don't know. My daughter is not cool with it. She's not down, man. She gets scared. She is not okay with it. So,
and there's some people, but there's some people it never goes away for. Even in at adulthood, look at how many people are like, I don't do scary movies.
I mean, it's true. I oddly enough, now that I'm going back in time and looking at it, it's like I've dated 4 or 5 women who just did not like scary movies, and I don't get it.
That's your problem. You're dating the wrong women.
That is, well, obviously. I mean, if I'm single at this point, I'm pretty sure none of them are right.
See, you're getting angry at yourself.
Of course I am. It's what
I'm here telling you it's not your fault.
It's totally my fault. I got a bad picker. My picker's broke.
Okay, we'll take the picker. I'll give you that. You got a bad picker. We're gonna get you a good one. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I can't wait. I can't wait until you get to the point I was at where it was just like, I give up. I'm done. I'm just gonna resign myself to the first slog I see. And I'm not even talking about a woman. I'm just like, whatever.
You really don't think I'm already there?
No.
You really don't think that's already happened?
You still
broken rock bottom.
I think you're
with nothing, living on my own with sadness in the corner. Yeah.
I think you're sad, yeah, but I don't but I was sad. And then when I reserved myself to be like, you know what though? I'm pretty awesome, but I don't care. I'm done with you women. Because I know that I'm a good person. And then once I came okay with myself, I'm fine. And didn't look anymore.
I haven't looked. It's been 2 years. I've done nothing but sit here by myself.
Well, you still got to take opportunity, though. You still got to take opportunity. There's a difference. There's not looking, but there's still open to opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to go out more. I'm going to be your wingman.
Nah.
I'm a pretty good wingman.
I'm not even able to approach anymore. I've lost the walk up. I don't have a walk up. I don't have a hi, how are you? Instead, now I have a pretty.
We need to be Mick and the Madman when we go out, because that's who we are. Let's face facts. This is who we like.
Of a character. This is like Casey Light right now. I'm not doing much of a character this morning. Normally I character it up,
and you're still a character. You're still a character because you love it. Because you love it, and I get it. I understand. I'm telling you, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because once it hits, it's going to hit. It's going to hit you like that Mack truck that tried to hit me yesterday and tell me he was from Jersey.
It's going to hit you like a Jersey truck, baby. Like a Jersey garden shipper.
It's going to be all good, dude.
I don't think it's going to. I think I've reached a point in my life where I've resigned to where it's just not going to happen. Like everyone else got theirs, and that's great. And I'm just here to facilitate other people's joy. I no longer am allowed to bring personal joy. It's all for everyone else. That's all I've got. I've got it for everybody out there. I love you guys, and I will give every ounce to my Snobs Nation.
Sitting myself for 2 years sounds like a dream.
That's freaking great, dude.
See, your hell is somebody else's heaven.
No, it is, and I understand that, and that's why that's the whole the statement of behind every beautiful woman there's a guy who's tired of screwing her. It happens, okay? I understand that behind every guy there's some girls tired of a shit. That's the way it works. I'm very well aware.
We're at $44.
Yeah.
Ultimate host experience. I'm going to find you the perfect match. Challenge accepted. If you're thinking about who we think you're thinking about, you stop it right now.
All right, we are at $48 officially now.
48? Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn. That doesn't count. So,
well, damn is just an action.
You know what?
Or a big thing that stops water.
We should find a bunch of I don't want to say lonely people, but single people that want to meet people. Not for you. I'm not.
If I don't call myself lonely and just have officially given up, I feel much cooler, like I'm a hobbit, or like maybe like some kind of choice, or maybe I'm a wizard. I'm like Gandalf. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of reaching that point where I feel like I'm at the age where you just no longer really care. Like you still care. I definitely want a connection and a mutual relationship and a partner in my life. But yeah, I get pieces of that with all my friendships. Like you and I are partners. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
You're my work wife.
Exactly. 100%. And then I've got work and I've got a work wife at work. So, I mean, there's 2 for 2.
There you go.
I'm just bits and pieces. All I'm going to do is just give all the pieces of myself away. That's perfect.
I'm telling you, it's going to hit. There's going to be somebody. But that's the thing. You need somebody who matches your craziness the right way.
Of course. I've always said that. You got to find the person that matches your crazy. And I have a lot of crazy.
You have dated so many women who were fine and they were nice women and whatever, but they really were not into the things that you love.
That's very, very fair.
You need somebody who's going to be into the same things you love, who's going to want a hand in hand. Listen, not all the way. Like Mary doesn't like horror movies, but she loves my love for horror movies. Mm-hmm. She doesn't really like to go to the conventions and stuff. It's just not for her for other reasons. It's not even like she's like looks down on them. She thinks they're exciting and fun, but she's like very supportive about going and stuff. Like she's very supportive about the Scene Snobs and like doing this and recognizing that. So that's what you need, and we're gonna find it. I'm telling you, we need to go. All the women are online now.
I mean, look, at two points, the women that I dated were like really great friends, and then we progressed into dating, and that didn't work. So
they didn't match your crazy, man. And when I say crazy, the stuff you love, they didn't match your geek.
Yeah, no, that is true. I remember trying Geek to Geek. I was on the Geek to Geek dating site for like 3 years. And all I did was get conversations with a couple ladies. One was in Arizona, which was awesome, actually. I really enjoyed talking to her. But it was like I became like a Dear Abby on the dating site. For the 3 women I was speaking with, it was basically they were asking advice about life. And I was like, okay, I mean, I can help with that. Sure.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, we need to go to some board game tabletop places. We'll find somebody there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you remember those trivia nights, geek trivia nights? We kept looking them up and never went to one.
Let's go. My wife tells me all the time, I bet we could host those. I bet we could do that. I think we'd be good at it.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Scene Snobs hosting the Bad Wolf Brewery Company's, what is it, Trivia Night.
Trivia Night. Guys,
Trivia
tell
night.
us, would we be good hosts for trivia?
What do you think? Speak up now.
All the people watching us for 3 hours. Would we be good hosts? Tell us now.
Do you think we could do this?
Dale says that's awesome. And then, of course, Paul, you should revert to like grade school curses. Laugh out loud. I'm making you farmers only account now, Casey. And no, not that girl I need to find. No, here's the thing, Paul. It ain't about just signing up for anything.
No, look, I'm still okay with it though, Paul. Give me the information after you make the account for me, because I'll commit.
I would love that.
I'll do
my
it.
God.
That's our
what
new
we
bit.
need to do.
I can make a bit every morning for every Friday morning and checking in on farmers only or whatever, whichever one you put me on, bro.
eHarmony. Do eHarmony or Match. One of those two.
eHarmony.
Because those are
eHarmony
broad
works.
and they have more people on them.
But that's the problem when you get to eHarmony and Match, and I feel like this is a thing because eHarmony and Match are when you're serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you are legitimately taking that step and saying, I'm ready for my life partner because I'm spending $50 a month. So that's the proof of commitment. Because I was on Plenty of Fish for a minute. I think I still am. I don't even know.
I am. I still get, it's been like 10 years and I still get emails.
They'll always send you emails. So I'm on there. And I think like, so in my profile picture also, because I'm all about putting your worst foot forward. So it's like a picture where I've got a weird faux hawk thing going and the face is totally just. Like,
was it, what's his name? Thomas Jane's mohawk from.
Yeah.
You look good with that one though.
For about 4 years. The
You
Thomas Jane 4-year faux hawk. I did actually. I enjoyed
from The
that
Expanse.
One. There you go. Thank you. No, I didn't. I need to redo that one. I might actually cut it down again here. Sasuke.
I liked it.
It was cool. It was different. It was fun.
Yeah, did you see our new thing for the show? I made us
What's
animated.
the new thing? We're animated? Oh, wow. You look great,
works,
bro.
right?
I love it. Yeah, man.
That was pretty good.
That's really good.
It didn't take me. Well, I mean, I just had to edge out some things and kind of
Welcome to the bobbleheads of the Scene Snobs Morning Show. Morning live, drive live.
You would be the best trivia host as long as you don't make the questions because I won't win. I don't know. We did the Scene Snobs, Stump the Snobs.
Yep, Stump the Snobs.
Beer Fest,
and we got smoked.
Dax smoked the hell out of us.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and he was like, what is the 1976 movie about blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? He goes, Tiger Shark. And I'm like, that's a movie? Heard of it. Here's the thing. If we did movie trivia, if we did any type of trivia, it would probably be movie. And I'm not just asking horror questions.
Oh, no, it's going to be every kind of movie. What was the first movie recorded by what French brothers in 1890 or whenever it was?
The train coming into the station.
There you go. You know that. What year was it?
1896, I think.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's
before Thomas Edison stole their idea.
Yeah,
which he was so good
Edison.
at. From Jersey.
Yeah, Edison was really good at taking stuff. He was a thug from Jersey. Shocker. $49.
That's why I think Jersey is so well respected everywhere else in the world except for America. It is.
Really?
I think. Yeah.
Jersey has its own international acclaim. They actually have their own ambassadors that go out. Well, that's what John Bon Jovi and Bruce Springsteen are. They're actually first and foremost ambassadors to Jersey.
Oh my God. Bruce Springsteen was on Howard Stern, our competitor.
Wow. Yeah. Obviously one of our, fellow employees. Yeah, we're associates.
We got ranked on a list with him.
Yeah,
and we beat him. We beat
him on a list.
So Jesus. So we're never getting hired by Sirius now. We love you, Howard Stern. You're the man. You're our inspiration for everything.
We were raised by Howard Stern, so yeah. It's cool.
That's legit. I was at his farewell. Lenny and I went to his farewell event from terrestrial radio.
Wow.
That was insane.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was fun, but it was insane. I'm so glad it happened when we were young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's why I always miss being a little bit younger or older because I wanted to go to like the private parts party. or one of those, because everything was. I just remember watching it on TV, being like, "What is this?" There's just this massive party going on.
Remember that show, dude? Remember that show on E back in the day? That led the late night.
Yep.
I watched that every time it was on
because it was fascinating. And you're gonna see a great interview because Stern has always been wonderful at interviews, and you're probably gonna see something very risque, whether dude or girl or woman. You never know who's gonna be dropping trowel, but someone
mostly
will.
Women. I mean,
mostly.
Let's call a spade when it comes to Howard Stern show back in the 90s.
Valid. It was all about the boobs.
He really was. I really want to make a profile for you now, Casey. He'd be all in. He's telling you to do it.
I'm not against it, Paul.
But here's
if you are bored right now, do it and just make me sound normal.
No, make him sound like himself because that's what he needs.
What does that mean? Who am I?
This is who you are. This is who you are. So,
true.
Paul, be genuine because I don't want any women coming up being like, "Oh yeah, him and his Bentley," and stuff. Like, I want them to know the man for what he is, love and respect him for who he is.
You could tell them I have a pet T-Rex though, just on the chance that might draw them in first,
and then put a picture of me up like next to him. There you go.
No,
be careful.
This is my Wookiee.
Be careful as Wookiee fights bears. There you go. Make a sound of music.
No, that's the screwed up thing. I can't put a picture of you on my profile because immediately all the women will be like, "Oh, who's the better looking guy?"
No. Who's the massive guy that clearly eats too many chicken McNuggets?
Who's the incredibly attractive man with the chiseled jaw and those beautiful rosy red cheeks?
Chiseled out of what? A flubber? What are we talking about here? Calm down.
It's like dried gack. Remember dried gack? That's what it's chiseled.
Listen, I was telling them earlier when you weren't. And first of all, Sound of Music sucks. That's all I'm going to say. But I was telling everybody earlier that when it comes to like shaving a mustache in, because I thought about it again, because for some reason you get in my head every time, and then I realized like if I shave a mustache on my face and shave everything else off, I always tend to forget. I don't look like Magnum PI. I look like that dude from the Clint Eastwood movie about the Atlanta bombings. The one who,
you're not that bad. You're not the Richard whatever his name is.
The guy who's on Cobra Kai.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nah,
it's not like that,
Farva,
bro. You have a very nice round face. It's just a little more roundish. It's not fat round. It's not short round. It's not awkward round. It's just a genuinely like you have a part of your mouth that just goes more into like a smoothie smile. All right, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's different. Right? You look fantastic all the time, but we all know the beard crushes it.
I'm doing the beard.
The beard, well, that's why I can't do a chin thing because I love my butt chin, so I have to let the butt chin be free. So I can't really grow anything. But that's my excuse.
It's exactly. Very Ben Affleck of you.
Super prominent.
George C3 says, "I'm dragging myself to work. I have zero motivation. Just stay home."
George, with you, bro. Just don't go to work. What's the worst that can happen?
I watched that show so that I could catch the Girls Gone Wild commercials.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Casey constantly lies about his nice cars.
Always. Bro, let me tell you what. The Maserati is struggling right now, and I had to get the Jag in the shop because Bobby managed to drive it right into a wall.
What was the name of that green truck that you gave me? Daphne,
baby.
That thing ran like a tank, man.
The Nissan Pathfinder, that thing, like when I got the emissions done on it, it was a 1992 Nissan Pathfinder, and it was a beast. She was incredible. And the frame rusted out before the engine was bad. And the last emissions I got, they actually checked it out, and they were like, this thing is cleaner than most new cars. What are you doing? And I'm like, we just take care of it. And it was a car that was passed down from Mikey, actually. Oh. So I bought it off Mikey and then had it for, I think 6 years before it finally went kaput.
And then, no, because Kenny bought it from you.
I know. Yep, because I'd given it to you and then sold it given it to Kenny and gave him the title and everything and then just disappeared. I think it's just stayed on this freaking thing.
Casey, we have somebody watching right now that's
Wait,
commenting. And I shit you not, I will take the dollar on that. I did not plan this.
what is happening? Like, I'm seeing
You can
this,
find your love here, sexfind.info.
Sexfind.info. Well, thanks, bots, for listening to us. And it's good to know we hit somewhere in the algorithm.
Guys, please hit like if you're watching on YouTube right now. We need it to get away from these sex bots.
Yeah, sex bots are not cool. I am honestly a little terrified of the sex bot thing.
Really?
Have you seen some of these sex dolls?
Well, let me answer this. So I'll lie and
Oh.
say he's a shit human. Oh, great. I got another dollar, jerk. Has a Tiny Johnson copy. No, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Be honest about it, or you're not allowed to do this.
Everything about me is average, Paul.
You do not look like the actor from Richard Jewell. I do with a mustache. Pathfinder was the first car I ever wanted to own.
Yes.
It probably is still running somewhere, so go.
Oh
find
yeah,
it.
she's somewhere, man. Daphne was a bear. She didn't quit.
Oh,
So I'm actually thinking about getting another one. That's in my next future car because it was always between Jeep and a Pathfinder.
that's fine. I think
you know,
I see you in a Subaru.
Oh man, the Outback would be dope. And
You're
well,
a
that's
Subaru
also,
guy, dude.
I am kind of a Subaru guy. I'm basically a lesbian. Like I dress like a lesbian. I drive like a lesbian. All my lesbian friends will attest to. Yeah, I mean, I remember walking up one day and wearing the exact same outfit as two of my lesbian friends, and we were going out drinking and just looked at each other, and it's like, yep, that's who I am. It's cool. Basically, I am inspired by Connecticut and New England dress. So apparently that's where a lot of lesbians are.
I can see
all of them.
I can
Subarus.
see you retiring to Maine with a Pathfinder or Subaru
100%.
and just doing this professionally from home.
Absolutely. Although I'd be able to talk like this because I'll eventually have my voice back and feel much better about the way I am.
At least we're halfway through the show.
And not like this. Hello? How are you? This is your great Aunt Ethel. Remember to call me. I understand now why everyone talks like that.
Because because they smoke too much.
Yeah, exactly. But seriously, sexfind.info, come on. Come on. There's 3 messages. Why do you need 3 messages? That feels excessive.
It is excessive. That's too much.
Yeah.
But they wanted you to know. But they did it with it's 3 different messages.
No, it's 3
heart
separate
on this
messages.
one.
Yeah.
You got a little tongue emoji.
Smiley wiki face. That's fun.
And you got nothing on this one.
You get nothing. They're done. They're fed up. They're like, we were nice in the last 2 messages. Where have you been?
So, Case, we were talking about Eli owning Twitter now and doing mass layoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying, I don't care. I'm tired of people being mad at Elon for buying Twitter and just doing whatever he wants with the company now.
They just get off Twitter.
But nobody bats an eye at Prince Andrew. Like we don't put the hate where it should go.
Oh, precisely. We never have. And that's the unfortunate thing is we allow the things to be swept under the rug because they're uncomfortable. Because no one wants to talk about that. No one wants to sit there and have conversations about,
I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, but Paul's comment hit me hard. Paul, you better make this right. If I see it's embellished, I'm kicking you out.
No, it's going to be awesome, Paul. Please. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. I don't actually need a date out of any of this. I just want other people to write my dating profiles.
I'm going to call out. Let's find Casey Love. Let's find
I've been watching Love is Blind.
What is that?
Okay.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
One moment. Love is
I wonder
Blind.
what you were doing.
I wish I had a cough button, but I don't actually have one. So at least I don't need McCann to spit into. So Love is Blind is a weird show created by the Lachey's, Nick and Vanessa Lachey, of 98 Degrees fame.
Yeah.
And being Jessica Simpson's husband. God, that's so fucked up to say, but it's true. That's over $50 now.
No, it's 50 now. Yeah, because I did one too.
52 now. So basically they have all these women and all these men, and they go into these pods where they can't see each other. Okay, so all they can do is talk. So all they're doing is conversing back and forth, and basically it's a date. They get to learn each other, and over the course of, I think it's like 10 days, they have to meet, talk, and decide if they want to get married to this person.
Wow.
So then they get engaged, right? So they get engaged, and then the next part of the process is they go to they take their fiancés, and all the fiancés go out and they go to this hotel in some kind of beautiful place like Key Largo or something. I don't know where pretty places are, Aruba. So they go to this resort place, they hang out, and then they have to kind of see how they interact. Basically everyone humps and is all excited and getting to know each other, and always drinking. Everyone's hammered all the time. And then you go to the real world where they set you up in apartments and you get to see the other person's life and how they live. And everybody just lives in these apartments together for another couple weeks. And then they have to go to their actual wedding day and decide if they want to stay with this person or not. And that's the whole premise of the show. And it's weird. Some of it's good. Most of it's not. This season was one of those like, I got halfway through the season and I'm like, I don't know why I'm still watching this. Like, this is clearly, there's some stuff here that feels so scripted. It's so uncomfortable. And I'm like, I don't know. So I flip over to Survivor. That would be
you
a
like
great
that show.
dating
That's
show.
always been like your
That
thing.
would be a great dating show. That's where I need to go find a date, is on Survivor.
You should be on Survivor, but not for dating. You should just be on Survivor.
No, I really want to give it a shot. So this year, my goal is to quit smoking, eat healthy, be better. So all of those things, if I am successful at that and actually am back in shape and functionally able to do all the things I need to do, I will apply to Survivor. That's my earn it.
Well,
got to earn it.
I will say, George G3, this bodes well. I met Kelly on Match.com, 21 years. Now we're still married. All right. So
See?
that's another
one. And I
one.
thought match is a big one. But once again, once you get to that match or eHarmony level, you're looking for it. You know, that is the point where you're ready to move into that relationship. I still don't even know if I'm ready.
I think you're ready. I think you're ready if it's the right person, but you don't, just because you meet somebody on there doesn't mean you have to get married. So I think going on there, because I've met, and now I'm usually the big ones. Like Lenny met his wife through online dating. I know a lot of people who met through online dating.
I literally have 3 friends that are couples that all met through online dating. And I'm like, all right, because it's not like I'm against it.
I think that's the thing, Case. I think that's what it comes down to, is it cuts through the nitty gritty of having to go through and date somebody for first of all, you have to get out of the honeymoon phase, because everybody meets that honeymoon phase where they're like, all those little eccentricities don't show.
Yeah, it's called running past red flags. I know it well. I love the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase is one of my favorite spots. I had one relationship I tried to just stretch into a long honeymoon phase, and I was pretty successful until right at the end when you were not.
See, when I was dating, and I was just going out and meeting her, I was it was like the Terminator site, like when they show him from his point of view. But I always looked for the red flags. I was like, red flags everywhere. Everyone's got a red flag.
See, I did too, but I was wearing rose-colored glasses in my life, so I just never saw anything red. I was like, that's a cool flag. Dude, what else can you do with it?
I think you would thrive on Big Brother. You would rule the house, Casey. I agree.
I've never watched Big Brother. I have no idea how that show works.
I watched the first few seasons, and you would work well on that show. I think it'd be great if we both went on. And we were just kind of doing, because now everybody's getting mad at me because I'm just like, it's inconvenient. You're inconveniencing me. I don't like this. And Casey has to calm him down and be like, no, really, he's a great guy. And then the first vote out, Casey votes me out.
No. The first vote out, that's the whole thing, is what I do is I find everyone who first says they don't like you and immediately go behind their back and talk to everyone else about, they're not a bad person, but I just think they kind of don't work here.
Yeah, it's very fair.
I think that would be pretty dope.
You would do it until you got down to it's you and the most beautiful woman in the house, and
give it up.
God, Mick,
give it up.
You're out.
Oh yeah, you and some, I don't know, Adria. Who's the Alexandra Daddario? She's in there, and it's like you and Alexander Daddario will be like, bro,
I would just leave.
like, yeah.
I'd be like,
The
dude,
moment the
I'm
other
this good of a
person is voted
wingman.
out-
I don't even want the money. I'm gone. I'm out.
So where it's just the two of you and you just leave, you just bail. And
In fact, I would start a fight with you before the voting, and I'd be like, you know what, Casey? I'm tired of your giant dick, and I'm out of
always
here.
all these other people always loving you because you're a nice person out of a huge penis, and then just leave.
I'm tired of
slam
having
the door.
I'm tired of hearing out in the world how great at sex you are. I'm leaving, and then just leave. I'm out.
I can't
Like,
deal
have
with
my-
this anymore.
It's like I sat here for weeks, and everybody was how great a guy you are, and how big a dick you have, and how great at sex you are, and how you're just like a gentle but compassionate with a little bit of freakiness lover. And like I'm just like rattling off all the things.
The way you're spocking the streets in a Klingon in the sheets. I know.
No Bumble, Tinder, anything like that.
I
It's
don't even
legit.
know what Bumble is, bro. Because
It's
like
another Tinder.
so I Tinder, and I am terrible at Tinder. That whole
Bumble's
be
better than
yourself thing,
Tinder.
I am not good at being myself. Like when people say be myself, I have to become someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It never feels natural when someone says just be yourself. I'm like, okay, which version? Because there's a lot of me's. That's
Be yourself that would buy Twitter and lay off people. Be the
oh well, let
Elon
me tell you
version.
what, I would absolutely do that in a heartbeat. If I bought Twitter for $44 billion that I happen to have laying around, well, 21 billion, the other half by Saudi investors. Let's not forget. So yeah, and he also, the way he bought the Tesla stock and used it to buy Twitter, and now he counts everything in Twitter as a loss against anything in Tesla, so he gets to pay less in taxes. And when this fails, because he's adding for more or pushing for more, like more money, so getting the blue check mark. If you get the blue check mark, and he's gonna charge you $8 a month for the blue check mark. Well, not anyone can spend $8 and be official. So you're going to have these bot sites that are going to just swarm and swamp, and they're just going to wind up overtaking everything and be a bunch of lying BS. Twitter's going to fall apart. What we need to focus on is who's going to come up and take that spot. Because screw Elon and all of his money, and screw what he's doing. I'm done with him. There's no more conversation to have. He's a crazy billionaire who literally is in position with satellites in the sky to be able to control something like Ukraine and Russia, because he takes away their ability to communicate. Like, think about that for a minute. He's a Bond villain, guys. We've screwed up. It's too late. He's officially a Bond villain. He has a weird accent. He has satellites, and now he owns social media things. He's a Bond villain.
And there's no James Bonds in the world to save him.
No, that's the problem. There's
Oh,
not
wait.
one.
There is. I'll be back.
We've got Mick Manhattan. Let me tell you what Elon wasn't ready for. Old Mickster.
It'd be so funny because it's just like it's all of a sudden the scenario plays out like this. Okay, you have old Elon sitting there, and like I'm like, fine, dude, you own Twitter. Who cares? I don't care if you don't pay it. I don't care if you're being a terrible human being. It is what it is. And then he's sitting across the table from me, and he just looks up and he goes, "Yeah, well, I'm from wherever the fuck he's from." Sweden,
South Africa.
South Africa. He's like, well, I'm from South Africa, mate. And I'm just like, oh, you just done messed up now, because I'm from Jersey. And then it's game on.
I
Okay?
hope you say I'm from Jersey and a Mack truck just drives through the wall and hits him.
We've set it up. We've set it up perfectly. He's like, I'm from South Africa. And be like, okay, good. You speak English. This is where you messed up. And the next couple of minutes can be very important for you. You just roll right in. I own Twitter by the end of the conversation. He just gave it to me.
I got Twitter and Tesla, guys. Who wants which one? He gave me everything with a T. All I asked for were T's.
That's our problem, is that we've dreamed up all these millionaires or billionaires or whatever in comics and movies and stuff that are philanthropic, and they are in the movies. The characters are, but that's not how life works. They don't care. Nobody wants to part with their money, even if they could never spend all of that money. Even if you have $44 billion to buy Twitter, and $10 billion could end world hunger. I mean, they don't care. Do you think Disney cares?
No. They just want their money. How do you get money? You keep your money. That's it. Yeah. That's how you get rich. Just keep your money. Don't spend it. And that's what they love to do is not. Well, and why would you ever fix a problem if you're able to make money on the problems that the main problem creates? You don't want to fix cancer. Cancer's too lucrative. Make way too much if someone found a way to fix cancer, which there are some new gene therapies that have actually gone a long way, and they found one that managed to get the cells to stop growing completely. So that's huge. Yeah, because that means cancer cells just stop. So that's a big deal.
I do maintain nature. I'm not talking about people. I'm not saying I've lost too many people to cancer as it is, but I don't. I truly fear that if they find a cure for cancer, something wilder or bigger is going to happen because nature is just that way. It's got to.
Oh well, look, no, I'm not saying that. And cancer exists everywhere and always has. It's just cells that screw up and start doing the wrong thing. So they go, oh, we're going to become bad and do this, and they become bigger. So cancer is a weird one, but the fact that you can make so much money on just the ailment itself, so you're not going to ever try to fix the problem. So there's a lot of things in that situation where billionaires are able to get money from the problem. It's crazy. It's kind of sad that the idea of simply shelter, food, water, home, these basic needs, these basic requirements, billionaires just put people down for not having it. And they don't try to help. And the ones that do help are not helping in this country. And the ones that help are, doing other things. And I like the water. I think it's important to bring water to others, but they could stop world hunger. They literally could find a way to do this. The problem is nations getting in the way of that. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure there's a frustration level where a do-gooder billionaire tried their best to actually do the right thing, to be a good person, to find a way to cure some of these things, and realize that the nations don't want it. Most of the people in charge of those nations enjoy being able to have their thumb on their people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and then I would say this nation included.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. I would say every nation. Honestly, every nation. Anybody in power just wants their thumb on the people anyway.
Of course. Because how do you stay in power? Don't spend money.
How do we have all these billionaires and not even one has put forth the effort to become Batman or Iron Man? They all want to be Bond villains.
Where's my Iron Man? There's got to be one of them out there. Richard Branson, honestly,
there is going to be one. There's going to be one. After the Powerball, I'm going to become a superhero.
Oh, well, that's cool. I'm actually waiting for that. Oh, did the Powerball not win? Did nobody hit? Yes, that means I have another week. I did this thing where I was like, all right, I'm not going to go for the next 2 times. If nobody wins in the next 2 rounds, I will buy a ticket because I bought one like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago.
Let's see what it's up to now. It's timely. So
welcome to the Powerball check-in, where we're going to check your numbers and see if you are one of the lucky winners. And of course, you're hanging out with the Scene Snobs, so we know you are.
$1.5 billion is the estimated jackpot.
So I would be able to bring home about $800 million.
The cash value is $745 million.
All right, dope,
dude. I don't know what I could do with 700. I mean, Scene Snobs is funded.
Well, I mean, we take $500 million, put it away, and never look at it, and just allow that to.
And the Scene Snobs is still funded,
and it's funded for life. No, that $500 million is for our children, for our families, for our future. Boom, it's gone. It's forever.
Nah, man, let it ride. I'm gonna put it all in
$200 million. Do you know how much dumb stuff we could do for $200 million? How many?
I would have to find out what your salary is first.
Oh, well, I mean, first of all, my salary would be purchasing like a warehouse. And then that warehouse where we're just going to split it in half and have whatever you want on one half. And I'm going to have a giant ball pit, a huge trampoline room, and a theater. But in conjunction with the trampoline room, so that
would be the worst thing we could do because it would be like Entertainment 720 from Parks and Rec. It would just be the two of us and that whole thing. It's like invite like NBA basketball players to just come play basketball in our warehouse.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, yep. Just so we can say we're ballers.
John Wass has given some great advice. If you win, say nothing to anyone. Get a lawyer and an accountant.
Oh yeah,
literally. take your ticket to an accountant.
Yeah.
Tell the accountant, then take your ticket to the lawyer and talk to the lawyer about what's legally you are able to do, how you can do it. They'll go retrieve the money, give them power of attorney to go get it so they don't know who it is. Yeah.
And take it to an accountant, not a financial planner.
Boom.
Because a financial planner only wants to make money. Now, accountant does too, but an accountant doesn't make money by investing without your say-so.
Make sure they're a fiduciary.
There you go.
That's what you're looking for. The big magic F that has a weird kind of U thing going on. That I never understood their symbol, but fiduciaries are important.
Your new name is Thorzy. I like it.
Yeah, it is. What up, Thorzy? Hey, why don't you go tug your nuts?
Why don't you go tug your
I've
nuts?
I've had about enough of that. Oh, geez, there. Mick, why don't you take that jersey down just a second, all right, before you wind up hurting yourself? Stub your toe on some of that concrete and then fall right down.
Patreons get millions each, right? You're never going to know if I win.
No.
You're just not going to see me on Tuesdays anymore.
Oh, no. You'll know if I win because this is going to be huge and different. I'm going to be like small because I'll have enough. I can afford the frames to put all my crap up. And I'm just going to have a giant room and I'm going to be a little guy in this massive wall and just be like, hi, everybody. Like,
We have like a really well-produced TV show now.
fantastically well produced.
It's like
We have a
ESPN level produced.
We got like a 4-minute intro.
No, I don't know about anything about any lottery. I didn't win the lottery.
No, of course not. No, I'm not able to speak on that.
I'm going to go straight to Eli and be like, Elon, and be like,
Why
listen,
do you keep calling him Eli, bro? Like Eli was our Manning. He was our dude. He was our
That's
quarterback.
he got cut from, I think it was Baylor.
Doesn't even matter.
He did.
Two-time
He
Super
did.
Bowl MVP,
No.
baby.
Recently, he went undercover dressed in a costume, and he went. I forget, it was some college football thing, and he went undercover. I don't know if they were in on the joke or not, but they cut him. They were like, "Nah, we don't need you today." It's like, oh man, poor Eli.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: Eli may be a two-time Super Bowl MVP with 2 MVP championships, which he beat Tom Brady and
Tom
just
Brady.
smoked him. But he then let's not forget that he also holds the record. He beat his own record for interceptions in a season. So he's not, hey, look, we all have ups and downs. He literally is my dating life. That was my dating life was.
Elon. I almost called him Elon Manning. I'm so backwards today. I don't know. Oh, it was Penn State, Dale says. Penn State. So he tried out for Penn State. I knew it was a P, but I said Baylor, so I don't know.
Yeah, you said, wait, you can't. It's
That was his
Baylor's
name.
a P.
Chad Powers. They had me in on it. Fist bump your way
Too
to
good.
some a-hole, then throw dirty needles and trash in them. No,
That is intense.
that's intense, Paul. What's
Why
going
would
on
you
with
do that after winning? Is that how you celebrate winning the lottery?
Do you think being rich means that you can stomp on the little guy's dreams?
Yeah, you absolutely don't do that. You don't stomp on one, you stomp on a group. Okay. You got to remember, once you have more money, it's wider.
I'm gonna start paying myself through Patreon.
Yes, same. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Ultimate fan experience.
How do you have $975,000 in a year? Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna give everybody $10 to sign up for my Patreon.
Yeah, no, I'll give people money to get on Patreon.
That defeats the purpose. You can give them your money.
Exactly. As a
Uh,
billionaire, yes, only because I love and appreciate you. And it'll only be the list from the day we win,
True.
by the way. You can't become a Patreon after and get more money. If we win, this Patreon group will get money from me.
Not giving anybody anything.
Of course not. You'll stay rich.
I'm not even giving to charities.
Well,
I don't
I
have
mean,
an-
it depends. Oh, God, I was just about to say such a terrible thing.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say. I mean, I'll give to charity. Just depends on what shift she's working.
We are right next to West Virginia.
Right, close enough.
Oh man, That's so
How
bad.
many charities do you think are working?
Oh
Good
man, if I
morning,
placed a bet today, who would be here first from after waking up? You or Sturdy? I would have bet Sturdy.
Oh, I would have too. Yeah, Sturdy's
Morning,
normally
gents.
on
Good
point.
stay long.
I'm a
Have
little-
just-
I'm a little mind boggled. He's just bailing, but love you, buddy. Have a great day.
whatever stirred.
The
Hit that like button. Hit that like button before you go. I want to see some likes up there.
Heck yeah, likey like.
So okay, so let me ask you this. I know everybody asks this on everything, but what would be a frivolous thing that you would spend some money on if you won the lottery? What's that
That's
one?
a fun one. Like, okay, I feel like a frivolous thing at this point could be because I've gotten older and wiser. I think I would go more like a beach house because there's a very good chance in 10 years that there will no longer be a beach house.
Well,
You know what I'm
actually,
saying?
if you buy one here, it might be a beach house in 10.
That's the other thing. You can invest early, and maybe I'll go to like an area in Utah and buy a house where the beachfront property will come in real quick.
There you go.
But I think that's one of the things I would get is a ridiculous home somewhere. Like I want to have a house in the Alps or somewhere in Switzerland, or something ridiculous like that. Or if there's a castle around, I'd buy a castle.
I would never tell anybody, and I would pay off first and foremost, and this is just because this is my brain. All my debt's paid off.
Oh well, I mean it's got to be debt first. That's 100%. There's no question.
Yeah,
debt. Make sure all my bills. Make sure there's nothing wrong with any of my taxes or anything weird like that. Just be on point with all of it, and then go forward and buy a castle. And when I buy this castle, I get to walk around with people and just randomly be like, oh man, check this out. And of course, it'll be like a history tour. Like I'll give someone a history tour. And then I'll just like crash out on a couch and they'll be like, what are you doing? And flip on the TV or something. And I'll be like, well, this is my castle. Like how baller would that move be to be able to be like, well, it's my castle. It feels like a Hallmark rom-com moment.
You just reminded me.
Oh, good.
Hold on. Let me see if it's still for sale.
Did you buy a castle?
It's Dracula's castle in Transylvania. It's for sale.
What?
Yeah. It's where is it?
What? I want that.
Yeah. That would be amazing. I'm trying to figure out so it was 2022 that it went up for sale. So I'm trying to figure out
Braun
how
Castle.
much. It can't be. It's got to be in the millions.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Are you kidding me? That would be like 28 mil.
Wow.
Low end.
Okay, so the castle is real, though, as Stoker based Dracula's home on Romania's Bran Castle, and it's for sale. If you have $66 million to invest in a historic fixer-upper with 57 bedrooms and no indoor plumbing, that is, built in 1226, Bran Castle was originally a military fortress which defended Transylvania.
That's pretty dope, man. I mean, I would want to know where the pikes were. I hope they still have some pikes.
They probably, but I mean, dude, no indoor plumbing?
It's a castle from the 1200s. What would you expect?
Plumbing.
Nah, man, you go outside. Just give yourself a little dangle weasel.
That would be the biggest thing for me is like, but then you got to go outside with the werewolves and stuff like to poop, and it's not cool, man.
Bro, you're a vampire.
No showers.
I'm pretty sure the moment you buy Bran, you just like become like a vampire. They're like, oh, well, you're the owner now. And the owner must be like, I would dress like Nosferatu all the time. Just hello.
I can't do it, dude. Because now, where's your bedroom? Is your bedroom all the way up top, or are you sleeping on a regular floor? Like
you're out of your mind. The very top of the tower is where I put my library. So when you force people to go all the way upstairs, it's the most gorgeous, beautiful, amazing part. But to get up there is dreary. I would actually grow moss on the stairs to make it just a little crappier and more dangerous.
Dude, $66 million, and you would have to get something like some sort of trailer or something that's always running, so you can go to the bathroom and take showers, stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, no, you just go ahead and buy yourself a couple of like 2 trailers, maybe one pull behind and one RV. You have them parked there on site, and you have the recycling dumps. So you just every time you need to poo, you just drive your poo trailer over to wherever like a drop station is.
No, you can get a septic tank and have people come and empty it.
I mean, you could
come empty Dracula's poop.
Yeah, here's the thing about getting a septic tank: they have to dig, and I don't know if I want to know where the remains are of everywhere they're going to have to dig.
Yeah,
when they look and go, well, this is a great place for the digging plane, and they start, and it's just more human remains. I don't think they've cleared them up.
And then now you own a castle with nothing but archaeologists everywhere.
Oh my God, it's heaven! All right, I'm there. I just
Dude,
want to talk with a bunch of archaeologists.
You'd have to get more stuff for the archaeologists, or they could.
That's
pay for
great. No, that's fine. No, they're going to pay for it. Their schools are going to fund it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I am telling you, I couldn't do it. I roll out of bed to pee, 4 or 5 times a night.
Well, here's the thing. It's an old castle, so I'm sure there's some weird hole in the floor that we're not aware of, and you just stare at it and you go, "What's that for?" And it's like literally a pisser.
Where you just pee. Down there.
Or the cool thing is they have those wicked windows. So you just kick one of those windows open and just pee outside like the Middle Ages. It's fine.
I would do that. I would do that.
Yeah, absolute 1000%.
Somebody
I
thinks
have no
it's
issue
raining down
peeing,
below.
but I'm weird. I'll pee anywhere. Peeing is not a thing.
We have that ability, but if I have
that is true. But I mean, it's also because I don't know. Well, we're supposed to mark, so it's a marking thing. So I guess I'm overactive when it comes to the marking part. I'm like, I'll just pee everywhere.
I own this now.
Yep, mine. That's mine. That's fine.
It would seriously be cold in the top of that tower. Yeah, of course it would.
Oh, 1000%.
I mean, you live in Dracula's tower. It's pretty rad. That's a cool thing.
That'd be pretty amazing. I'd be pretty excited up there.
I wouldn't spend my money on it, but for practicality reasons. It would just be because it's too inconvenient.
I mean, honestly, I get it. You got to think about the long trip into town because you have to have your donkey and your cart.
How messed up would it be? Oh my God, I would never do that. No, I'm definitely not. No,
sit on the one road that's got like one direction. You're blocking all the traffic with just a cart. Just how many people? 55 people pissed off in Fiats and Peugeots behind you, honking their little ear horns.
I'm done. I'm out. This is too inconvenient. Again, I like being able to roll out of bed, go right into the bathroom if I need to. Sometimes, and listen, I understand it's weird. I'm just saying it. I just like to wake up and take a shower.
No, I get it. I 100% understand that.
Be like 3 a.m. and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go take a shower. I just want to. For no other reason than just to feel the nice warm water on my body. You can't do that in Dracula's castle.
I like the cold ones. I like hopping in and taking a super cold shower. When it's a random shower, there's nothing better than hopping in and feeling like you're just at the bottom of a glacier. It's awesome.
I get that, like when you wake up first thing and you want to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
And I even kind of get that. Like I've taken some cold showers before, like a show or something, because I know it'll wake me up. I'm like, I'm
just
ready to roll.
Yep.
But other than that, like I need like a nice hot shower to kind of like bake in a little bit.
Well, the hot showers are for when I need to be clean. You know what I'm saying? Like when I need to clean, and also when I've got head stuff, like that's when I'll steam it up real good and clear all this junk out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cold showers, man. There's nothing better than that bring back.
It's good for weight loss too.
Is it? It's also good for hair regrowth.
Because it like sparks that I don't know, gene that kicks your metabolism in gear or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, we got to burn fat.
And that's why I like cold.
Well, so cold.
Because cold, you've got to burn more to get warm again. So that's why I'm a big fan of cold. Love the cold. And that's why George D3, the top of that tower, would be dope. It'd be chilly, but it's all right. And I could get a space heater. I'm not going to not have electricity.
You should start a Hogwarts. It'd be fun.
Can you imagine starting a Hogwarts in Dracula's castle? People would lose their mind.
Just send random letters to people.
People would be so pissed. If I send it out, what if I set it up as like take all the pictures and make it look Harry Potter? And then when they show up, it is Dracula's castle, and I've just like added new spikes and no heads on the pikes, just spikes laid out everywhere. And like, what are those? Preparation.
You got the red dress with big white bumps on your head.
Oh yes, I would be Gary Oldman the whole time they were there. I would just be, you look beautiful.
But every time you go out, like you're dressed like him with the top hat and the long hair.
Oh, 100%. Yep. I go out like that, but then when I'm at home, I'm just the red robe.
I'd buy the Buffalo Bill house and pay you all to record in the pit.
I'm in.
I would
do it.
Wait. I'm thinking this one through.
Okay, here's
this one together in my head.
I need Sam there too, because I feel like she's going to make the better decision. I would need Mary there because Mary will not let anything bad happen to us.
And your future wife, you're gonna meet on eHarmony.
I was gonna say my dog. I'm pretty sure I'll have a dog first.
You'll definitely have a dog, but you're gonna you'll have your lady. I know it.
Yeah, I'll name my dog Lady. Perfect. I had a lady growing up. It's awesome.
My lady is a tramp.
Lady,
Get them all wrong.
you beautiful lady.
Becomes public domain when you sing in the wrong inflection.
Right? Just say it wrong. Love be a lady tonight.
We would definitely go on a tour, by the way. If we won it, we would 1,000% go on a tour all around this country and do shows not only in like movie locations or haunted locations, but like every cool place that will let us play.
Oh, absolutely. We have to have all of the cool stuff.
You just had to choose life and add in having Sam and Mrs. Kimball there. Lame.
Yeah, look,
choose
Paul,
life.
Because if we're in that pit and Paul loves to be a little pokey jester, he would 100% be like, it's cement, ha ha ha, as he starts pouring something. And it's supposed to be a joke, but it actually is terrible. It's like marshmallow fluff, and we suffocate anyway and die.
Yeah. If you don't leave the ladder in, good luck pulling it out.
That's what she said.
You're not wrong. I have plenty of stories like that. It's just like, really?
That just fit very well.
Can't do it. Oh, my beautiful wife is here. You can open the door. We're talking about you.
Fear not, Mare Bear.
We're talking about you. Oh, can't show that.
Oh, snap.
Which flavor did you get?
You'll see.
Oh, yeah, baby. I
Oh,
love it.
my
It's going to wake me
goodness.
up. Or I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. I don't know.
Adventure time.
Yeah, it is. She looks hot today, too, guys, with her glasses on.
Stunning young lady right there.
We're trying to get Casey signed up for eHarmony. Right?
Yeah,
He has too much to offer, and he doesn't allow it.
I agree.
I told him you were like random. Doesn't happen often.
Thanks.
Well, because I
Random.
don't date anybody
Some
I met in a
random
bar,
chick.
but I met you.
Yeah, you were the magical star. You were the one in a billion.
And then we never went to the bar. No.
You
Oh,
are the
man.
you are the
Thank
Goldilocks
you.
zone. It doesn't exist. She's perfect.
Everyone says hi.
Hello, everyone.
Says hello.
Hi.
I got my iced coffee. I think she got me
So
a Christmas flavor. I'm
You
all
have-
in, dude. I'm all in. I'm not decorating yet, but I'm all in.
I am so jealous. Number one, because I need coffee. Number two, because I'm very Dunkin' Donuts. See, yeah, not fair. What'd you
Peppermint
go,
mocha swirl.
eggnog? Oh my god.
I'm a mark, dude. I'm a mark for those things.
I am too. Look, I'm a pumpkin spice all day. I am a fall baby. I am basic as they come.
So here's the funny thing. All right. So when Halloween hits, I get the Halloween donuts. I get I'm pumpkin. I'm pumpkin from
Yep.
like
Pumpkin
the end of
all day.
August all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
November 1st hits. I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. So
Mhm.
I'm all in on Thanksgiving, but I'm enjoying the perks of Christmas.
Yeah.
Here's the messed up part. I like those refreshers. I drink them with the green tea, especially with the diabetes. So it's like it sweetens it up just a little bit, but the green tea is really what's prominent. Well, they only have like the two, like they have special ones throughout the seasons. I don't know what Christmas is going to be, but right now they have strawberry dragon fruit or peach passion.
Okay.
And I usually get the peach one. I ordered the strawberry dragon fruit one because they had a picture of it with a Christmas like thing on it. And I'm like, you know what? It's Christmas time. I'm going to drink this.
My God, you are so in.
It's the
So
same thing.
I am 5, 6, 7. I'm 7 rom-coms in. That's how hard I'm going because I need to rom-com my face off. So I've been watching rom-coms like crazy to get myself into any kind of spirit because everything just tasted like ash for a bit. Like it was kind of like I reached that point where I was just burned out. I'd watched so much. And I was like, and especially all horror, which I love. It is one of my absolute favorite genres. But I tell you what, watching a whole month of it and beyond that, because I mean, I was watching stuff before with you, and you went nuts with your 95 beforehand.
I got to take a break.
It's a burnout, man. That's the problem. It's not that I don't like the things; I love the things, but the things get old after a while. Especially when you watch. It's fun to see directors correlate and use other directors' stuff, like or be influenced by other directors, because we all are. We're all influenced by someone. I mean, obviously, I'm definitely. A Don Geronimo influence, and he's much more of a Howard Stern influence. It's who we are. It's fantastic, and it's wonderful. You always pull a thing from somebody.
I don't even know Don Geronimo.
Or maybe I'd be Wolfman Jack for all you kids and kittens and all you fly cats out there. That makes it easier. Yeah, see, they're very similar.
No, don't gloss over that. Who is he?
Who, Don Geronimo? He was he was Don and Mike from the Don and Mike show for years in this area.
Michael Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
I met that guy. Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, no, I know them though. Like I met him. Like that's why.
Don, rad guy, fantastic dude, and the fact his talk up into a song, everything he does just as a DJ is freaking perfect. He's so good. It's really fun listening to him. Kind of like John Tesh. I'll give John Tesh love. He's a fantastic entertainer. He's great at conversing. He's wonderful. Like with Entertainment Tonight, he was great. Mm-hmm. He has a radio show where he's great. I mean, he may be a little cuckoo pants, but I'm fine with it. I like him. He's good at what he does. Yeah. I completely forgot where we were going with that.
Casey, he'll Uber Eats you some right now.
Man, all right, do it. Bet. Let's see what happens.
Worst that could happen is a pit being a giant ashtray. If you ashed on me in that pit, I will spider monkey out of that pit.
I was gonna say it wouldn't even be the first time. As he's flicking the ashes,
I would lose it. I would lose my mind. Listen, I was going to beat up a trucker for saying he was from Jersey. You think I wouldn't lose my mind if somebody ashed on me, which has happened before?
Yeah, can confirm. Oh. It wasn't great.
And I love you, Paul. I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister. I used to have 6 older brothers. Let that marinate.
Yeah.
They got a little handsy.
Because he gets all murdery.
No, I'm kidding.
Obviously.
I didn't murder them. I'm just joking. They died of natural causes.
All the natural causes. Every natural cause.
Every natural cause.
Every single one of them.
A flight of stairs. It's natural. It's wood.
Exactly. See? It was built by human hands. Duh.
Well, it's funny because I'm gearing up. Because I'm going to Christmas Carol you.
All right. So, that's where we were at, watching rom-coms. And I've been really into them, and they're great. And I am feeling my spirit return. I'm coming back to life as a human, and I'm, like, remembering to love and to be nice and, to not initially think, like, I bet you I could stick a screwdriver through their eye, and this would be the effect. It's too many horror movies. It's too many horror movies. Gotta switch it up, man. Gotta switch it up.
What you want from Dunkin'?
It's a extra large coffee, light and sweet, which means extra cream, extra sugar. If they happen to have any maple frosted donuts, I would be a big fan of that. Because those are my number ones. That's A1 day one.
A1 day.
But any other donut variety will work. Sour cream is really strong. I do like that.
Oh.
You've never had the sour cream donut? Don't you dare put down a sour cream donut until you had it. River loves them. Let that marinate. Let that thing sink in for a minute.
I don't know if I can do this.
I mean, it doesn't taste like what you think. What do you think? They smear sour cream on it cold? You're a monster. No, there's a sour cream glaze.
Extra cream, extra. That's how we take it. I say it too.
Dale, baby.
I had to cut back because of the diabetes, but I'm just like, hey, extra light, extra sweet. And some people don't understand that. And that's a very New York, Jersey thing. And
it's Boston, New England thing. Boston Let's just pump your brakes. It's
Boston. I jumped in and said Boston, and that's a big deal for me to give Boston any props about anything.
Because Beantown, baby.
Shut up! You're from Connecticut. You're closer to us.
That's the funny thing. I was closer to New York growing up. I was an hour and a half away from New York. I was 3 hours from Boston. But because I was on the northern side of the split of the state, you got to be a Boston fan.
What's the name of your town?
Falls Village.
Falls Village. I'm gonna do the math right now, and we're gonna find out.
Yo, Dale,
First
I
of
always
all,
go hard. All right,
These
going hard
pictures
in the paint
are-
is the
You have a
only way you live your
waterfall?
truth. Yes, the Great
nice.
Falls.
That's
It's
a
gorgeous.
nice waterfall.
You had an opportunity to go there.
That's not fair. That's not exactly true. We were working. It's not my fault.
Yeah, and Dale, it is legit. It's the setting of a Hallmark movie. We had a town of like 1,700. It's very small. There's Jacob's Auto Garage. You had the fire department and the inn, and then we had one coffee place, which that cafe two actually. They were on different sides of the town, which is one road. And
Dude, this is
one of them, yeah, it's really small. It's really small. There's like I think 9 main buildings in the center of town. And then we have a high school there.
So New York City was 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah,
you.
driving. Yep, absolutely. I'm sorry, an hour and a half by
And-
train in Wasaya, because where we would pick the train up.
Okay. Now I'm going to go with Boston because Jersey City was 2 hours and 36 minutes away from you. Now let's see Boston.
Oh, it's a long trip, bro.
2 hours 49 minutes. That means you were more Jersey than New England.
That's not possible. I was in the state in New England. All right, let's pump your brakes there, Chief.
I know I went a little broad with that. I
Yeah,
should have just
you
said Boston.
you
but I went-
should have just said Boston. You try to pull too hard.
Well, you were closer, and the reason I say that is because you were closer
To your
Giant
heart.
Stadium.
Oh yeah, no, I was closer to Giants Stadium. We only got Giants games, so that's why I was not a New England fan at all. And
Well, you
my
know
cousin-
why Connecticut gets only Giants games?
Why?
Because for years the Giants played in Connecticut before they
Oh.
built Giant Stadium.
That's actually right. Yes, I do remember. That's when my stepfather was a fan. I
Mm-hmm.
had other people who were local who were fans because they were able to go to those games. Yep.
Dude, you still can't believe that we go there. Hey, listen, that's why I have
Hell
diabetes.
yeah. Hell yeah. That's also who was the man. It wasn't we had the Whalers. The Hartford
Yeah,
Whalers.
we
I was
did
a
have the
huge
Hartford
Whalers
Whalers.
fan. It was great. And then I was a Colorado Avalanche fan almost overnight. Like, I mean, it's always been Boston. I should also mention that as a baseline, I was a Bruins fan first because it was on Nesson, and that's all I had. I was a Sox fan. It was on Nesson. It was all I had. I was, that's what I was a
you were
Whalers. Whalers were on Nesson.
Closer to Yankee Stadium.
Well, Yankee Stadium, I was closer to it because you should keep your enemies closer.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
So that's why those piece of garbage Yankees, those cheating, tiny, useless, miserable, absurd horse crap of a team that is the turd that could very well be swiped from the bottom of my shoe, as if, unfortunately, a piece of gum, it remains stuck, always following me, just continuing to, every time I move my foot, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a tack in your shoe. You just hear the tap. Every time I see some Yankees apparel, it's tap, tap, tap. It's like the sound of drums. Basically, I'm the master from the Doctor with the Yankees fans, and I'm not a fan. It's his. So I guess Mick is going to bed, and I'm going to try to run this thing.
I hate you so much right now. This is the only part of you I hate. So hate you for this.
Is my
so much.
absolute spite for the Yankees.
I still have your Boston hat.
Okay, good. You know
I
why?
haven't even burned it.
I'm trying to help your house.
You son of a gun. Hate you for this. I did that thing for you. Forgot about it. What does that mean?
There are too many things I've asked you to do, Paul.
Way too
First of
many
all, you didn't kill the guy, right? 'Cause
Ultimate
this is-
fan experience.
Yeah, ultimate fan experience.
Yeah, it was Hallmark. He's Mr. Hallmark.
100%, dude. It was great.
Get him, Casey. Wow. Mick signed off. Keep going. Oh, Dale. Are you a Boston Rotten fan?
It doesn't matter. Go Sox, baby.
I've never agreed with you more. Shut up.
Yes, Paul. Boom, boom.
You know what? It's
boom.
so easy to hate the Yankees. It's so easy when perfection comes in, and I can attest
Because of
to
George
this, right?
Steinbrenner. If you think it's because of George
Goddamn
Steinbrenner, you better
arrogance
have a
is coming
different
out.
idea because it's not because of George Steinbrenner.
Steinbrenner was the man.
He was a great owner.
Great.
I'm pretty sure he definitely did bad things to people. He was too rich for too long. You can't be that rich for that long and not have done something terrible.
You can't. You gotta say that about everybody who's rich.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's again, if we win the lottery, what bad things are we gonna do to Paul?
I'm gonna legitimately build him an in-law suite just for him, so we can do ridiculous shit with him all the time. And it'll be gorgeous. It'll be stunning. Sam will love it. Like, it'll create the best life. She'll have everything she wants. She can just chill the fuck out. There's another $1. You're making a lot of money for this one.
Dale, I feel bad for you, man, because I know, because South Jersey is such a beautiful place. My wife's family is actually from South Jersey, so it is. It's a gorgeous place. A lot of people attach Jersey to what it is up north where I grew up. Like, and it is. There's a lot of city life, but it's actually just that area that's in the northeast. Once you span out, like the central is more suburban, it's more mountains out in the west, northwest, and then the south is it's a very different place. Lots of farms, lots of everything. And my biggest thing is, like, for when people are from South Jersey and talk about, like, because they get a lot of Philly stuff. They get Phillies, Eagles, stuff like that. So you see a lot of those fans down there. So fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really have anywhere else to go with that, so I just wanted to put a period on the sentence and get another $1 towards charity. But
okay, well, there you go. That works. I mean, it was very effective.
I get it, though, because a lot of my wife's family is Eagles and they're Phillies fans and stuff like that, because it's that far south. So, I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, have some damn pride in Jersey. Like, at least like the Jets. At least the Jets.
Why would you JETS yourself to death? Because that's all it is. You're literally you're chanting something that is just, it eats at your soul to lose that much. I can't fathom. I mean, when you have literally, I mean, yeah, the paper bags in the stands. When you have people wearing paper bags, it's bad. It's bad.
So you want to go with a team that throws batteries at Santa Claus?
Yes.
Nah, I can't do it.
No, I'm just joking. And I don't like Philly at all. Like, I mean, I appreciate Philadelphia for what it is as a city and history, and I like Philly as a city. The human beings there are terrifying. Especially when amassed to, like, celebrate anything, I wouldn't trust them. You, like, as a friend walking through Philly with some people, yeah, it's not a problem. It's beautiful. It's a great spot. But the moment you try to, like, everyone come together for something, it turns rapidly.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, I am from one of the worst cities next to an even worse city in Newark in the 80s and 90s. And I went to Philly quite a bit. And, like, when you show up there, you're like, keep your head on a swivel.
Yep.
We're in Philly.
Yep.
Those are some tough bastards up there.
Yeah. And they like being from Philly, and they like letting you know they're from Philly, and they enjoy their abilities from Philly.
There are some tough bastards. The only thing I would say is, like I said, if there was ever an uprising and the entire United States came after New Jersey, I think Philly would, like, be on our side, because we'd be like, well, we'll take you in.
No, I think Philly would legitimately put up a wall.
They would just be out of it. They'd be like, a lot of our business comes from Jersey, so we're not going to mess around.
Hey, we got some friends from the Teamsters Union and some 403s local and everybody else. We'll pull them over here and we'll let them stay here for now. But that's it.
You Eagles fan? No, get out.
Hey, you know where you can go? Right back to where you came from.
It's always the same question. Who's the greatest sports icon of all time? And if you don't say Rocky Balboa,
yeah,
they, like, throw batteries at you.
You're allowed to get away with Randall Cunningham.
Is it Creed now? Is it Adonis Creed now? Because I feel like it should be Adonis Creed now.
I mean, he's up there. And by the way, Creed 3 looks dope.
3 looks awesome.
Jonathan Majors, are you kidding me? I love him.
They are
so
ripped
much
in that too. Like, I'm like, boxers today compared to boxers of yesteryear, it ain't the same, man.
Like, they are so taut. It's dangerous. They're taut like a tiger.
They really are. When you can buy the best players, of course you're going to be hated because there's no balance.
And see, that was the beauty in loving Boston the way I do, is because we were able to hate you guys, especially with, like, Jeter and Nomar Garciaparra. that was really different then, and it was really cool to see where everyone was coming up and where they were going to be, and the amount of money that the Yankees would always drop, and they would always get the big players. And once they got Roger Clemens, man, once he turncoated. Oh, you met the turncoat? You met the Benedict Arnold of the baseball world? Whatever. Screw that guy. So,
nice to me.
But the moment he was on that team, the full Red Sox Yankees thing clicked in for me. Because I was still young. I was like maybe 14. But as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, I get to really hate this team. Like,
it's amazing to me how little you've forgotten. It's amazing to me how little you have forgotten since 2004.
The fact that we smoke everyone now. Boom, 3 championships, baby. And look,
I don't care. We got the
2012 champion after being in the basement. We were in the basement.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and learn some history. Mr. I know history. Learn some history. 2004, you guys finally won. You were just talking about the Jets and how could anybody be a fan of something so miserable.
Yeah.
That was the Red Sox. Your entire life up until 2004.
We went through 84 years. Okay.
Good on you.
Look, I understand. But as a New England, there's a thing we have in New England. It's called penance. And everyone has to pay their penance. We don't know why. It's just it's growing up with that, colonial ideals. The Congregational Church is still a thing, which is just technically the Pilgrim Church. So it's the same ideas. So we grew up with a lot of that. Guilt and suffering is built into what you have to do to make it and survive.
Did you just mansplain guilt and suffering to somebody who grew up Catholic in a Catholic school?
Mick,
I know guilt and suffering better than anybody.
Mick, maybe I should take a moment and really break this down for you. You see,
let me explain guilt and suffering.
Let me explain this to you, bro. See,
my mother called me the other day. Let me tell you about guilt and suffering.
Man, I love talking to my mom, because anytime you start to smell the guilt and suffering a little bit, that's just a little bit. It's like, nah, come on, it's okay. Like being able to pull her out of it now is great, because I'll do it too. You've seen me do it.
I never see my grandkids anymore, and you probably won't.
No, 100%. I love my baby. I hope everything's all right.
You're getting older now.
Come down. I always say, just come visit. Like, everybody's retired in my family. Why are they not just visit? They're all full of crap. They're all lying. They all lied the whole way through. They were just full of crap the whole way through.
I think you get old and you're stuck in your place. That's where you are.
And I don't understand that. I am a nomad, bro. I gotta go. There's always somewhere new, some new adventure. Gotta go.
Fair, but you're not old yet. You're not as old as that. You may stop at some point.
My body's screaming a little bit.
Fair. SJ is all farmland and nothingness.
Beautiful,
the shore. The shore is there. Atlantic City.
Isn't the Air Force Base is down there? And Fort Dix. You got a place called Dix in Jersey, right?
It's surrounded by nothing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
flea markets. You guys got flea markets everywhere.
It's why I had to move or commute to Philly every day. The more sparse, the more south you went. I love south. I live south, and
Dale, come south. Actually, we need to hang out. We need to get everybody in. Like, we'll pick different regions to go visit everyone in, because I'd love to go visit Philly again. I mean, have you been to Philly?
Ever? Yeah, quite a bit.
No, not ever. Recently, I should say.
Not recently. I haven't been there in the past few years or so. But I pulled off the greatest line cut in human history.
Oh, that's the one where you did the Wizard World convention.
We cut 34,000 people in line.
Yep.
Yeah, that was back in Wizard Con back in the day. Oh man, that was still the best.
Brutal.
And I'll never forget my buddy. I was like, come on, let's go, let's get him, because we could see the end of the line and the beginning of the line, and that's how it wrapped around the whole convention center. And he was just like, you just want to cut? And I'm like, can we do that? And he's just like,
possible?
He's like, the doors are open, and just walk in. And I was like, okay. And we just walked in. And I don't think anybody was even mad. They were just like, wow, we've been waiting here for a long time.
Yeah.
And we just walked. We got there. The hubris of us rolling out of bed from Central Jersey and just being like, all right, let's drive the 45 minutes to Philly and go to the convention. And we got there minutes before the doors open, thinking we could just walk in.
Just roll right in.
But we did.
Yeah. Hey, some people can pull it off. If you act like you're supposed to be there, you're there. That was one of the
Sure.
things I did with what the hell? What we were doing at Carolina Fear Fest because we had the press passes. Then there's a whole line, and it just feels good to be able to walk by people in line.
Well, that was first year too.
I don't
Because
care
second
for
year,
what.
people started recognizing us.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah.
Like people were asking to take pictures, and I signed autographs. It was
Yeah,
so
dude.
weird. It's so weird.
It's
when
so
people
weird.
recognize us.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's very strange. Well, that's why you can tell I always change my appearance with the headdresses because no one can notice me out in public or will recognize me.
I can't change my appearance. Like, oh, look at this, the big guy with the Scene Snobs hat.
Well, that's the blue shirt. That's
True.
that's really what it is. Everyone just goes, "Is that a blue shirt?" It's Mick Manhattan. Like I've seen it happen.
Dude,
It's
I'm
a big
telling
deal.
you now, if I can get down to 300 pounds
Mhm.
and like looking good, I'm gonna dress like The Rock.
In
I'm just
blue
gonna wear
shirts?
suits with vests.
Oh,
I'm gonna look like The Rock. No, I'm not gonna wear like a little skivvy. Not wrestler Rock, like now Rock.
fanny, the one where he has the fanny pack and the gold chain. That rock.
No, that was old Rock. That was way back. That was even before wrestling Rock.
Yep.
That was like Miami
school.
football Rock.
Yeah. Oh, that was Miami football. You're right. Sorry, Miami football rock.
You know, it sounds better. Go Bruins, go Sox, Boston strong.
Hell yeah, Paul. That's what's up. Go
Ugh.
Beantown.
Will Smith is from there, so Philly is a negative Ghost Rider as well.
I think you'd enjoy it. And I want to
I've heard-
actually, I think that would be a really cool thing to do and I want to talk to you about this, Mick. Putting together an annual Scene Snobs road trip where we just.
What does that entail? What do I got to do?
So when we win the lottery, all you
Oh.
have to do is we get a party bus to just take us to a destination. That's it.
We're not getting a party bus. We're getting a full on. We're getting like the Burt
RV
Chrysler
camper
bus.
thing. Yeah. No, it'll be a super bus. It'll be like a legit bus, not like a one-day trip bus.
I want
I'm
a
talking
big
about
bed.
like a John Madden freaking travel bus. All right, with everything, all the
kitchen.
bells and whistles.
I want it all. I want a road manager taking care of us.
Absolutely.
We should just roll up to random places and be like, "Hey, we're playing here tonight." And it's like,
Yeah.
"Who are you?" The Scene
Yeah.
Snobs.
For the Scene Snobs.
What
do you mean?
instruments do you play? Oh no, it's a
Oh.
podcast.
Oh, that's great. Well, we got both types of music here, country and western.
I love that movie.
So good.
Such a good one. I'm getting picked up from Duncan's near Wegmans now, Casey. It's getting picked up. Wait, do you know his address?
Did you order me Dunkin's, bro? Thanks, man.
Oh my God, I
really
hope it gets
appreciate
there on
that.
air. I hope
I'm
it
hoping
gets there on
too.
air.
I've okay, yeah. I'll keep my ear out, brother. That's amazing.
Oh,
I
hope
thought
you
for
go-
a minute there, I thought I read that as he was getting picked up and he was going to show up with a Dunkin' Donuts. And I was like, I don't know how you just did that. Teach me your ways. Because
Listen, this is not Casters for a Cause. We're not going to be on that long.
I've been looking for teleportation for a long time, bro. If you've got
Dude.
it and you're not sharing, I'm pissed. Hey,
Yeah,
MIT, by the way, if you're interested, I will be transported.
Twitter sued over Musk's layoff plan as thousands locked out of building. I'm not laughing at the people locked out. But you know what?
I am.
I am
I'm
too.
100%.
Because you know what? Here's the problem. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming, and like this dude, of course, is going to lay off people. He's trying to cut the bill. Like you could have went anywhere. Now I feel bad for like the below the line, the workers who are out there who are getting laid off.
Mhm.
He's just a dick. But like the executives, like shut up. You knew.
Yeah. So that's actually one of the big things for me is with the whole situation. I find it fascinating that people didn't think something bad would happen. Yeah, he does have my address.
Sure.
I thought, you got to figure in that position something bad's going to happen, but I'm excited for what this means because what it means is this incredible talented people are now disgruntled and jobless. This is when more innovation happens. So a couple of them are engineers, a couple of them have some great ideas, some of them could do something Twitter-like, and we're going to see potentially the disruptors coming out of this who are going to just try to break Twitter, and they'll succeed. They'll create something better then. So I'm super excited to see what comes out of this. I think this is one of those moments of growth in other ways, because as much as America loves an underdog story, and we love to see someone get to the top from the bottom and like the rise along the way, we are incredible at tearing shit down and sheer things when they get torn down along the way. So Twitter, anything that's too big, anything that's too mega, we want to destroy. So we're going to watch this destroy and just cheer along the way. And it doesn't matter. Elon isn't going to feel it. This is everything he counts this year is going to be a loss. I promise you. And he's going to be just fine and pay less taxes. So, and he has his Saudi Arabian investors for $21 billion as part of Twitter. So Saudi Arabians now have your contact information, in case you were wondering about that. So that was actually something that came out. It was called a security violation by the White House. I think it was the White House or one of the Congress committees came out and stated that being on Twitter is now officially a security risk. So awesome.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, legit. It's a problem. Well, same thing with TikTok. China is just pulling all your information.
I don't care.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's the attitude.
But I don't. All right, but there's a big difference between me and Prince Andrew. I don't care because I don't. Go ahead. What are you gonna get from me? I got nothing. I got nothing to give you.
But they can steal your money. They can open up accounts and then ruin everything you have.
Well, we'll see what happens on Saturday, I guess. I'm just telling you right now, it doesn't matter.
No, I get it.
I'm desperately trying to get this picked up.
I understand that it doesn't seem like a big deal. I understand that it's easy to get lost and just walk right through all this and say, no, whatever, it doesn't matter. But there is potential harm and damage down the line for your children. There's potential harm and damage down the line if we become successful and make those billions of dollars and our information is already scraped and eaten by others. So let's just hope our information remains lost in the shuffle of all the data of all the bull crap everywhere. So
that's why I don't want to be famous. I never wanted to be famous.
I don't want to be famous. I just want to make money. And I want to entertain
money. I'm not even greedy. Like, we talk about the lottery. I don't even want all that money. I want to make a nice, livable salary doing what I love doing.
I just want to live and be comfortable and be able to hang out with my bro and just, have a little chill time. It's nice.
I don't need FU money.
Love you,
I'm
man.
good.
Nah, I don't want FU money. FU money hurts people. You know what I mean? FU money always comes back and hurts somebody. Might hurt somebody you love, might hurt someone close to you, might hurt someone far away, but that's always the FU part is real.
There's nothing I love more than a New York Post headline.
Oh, what you got?
That the Elon Musk letting people off of Twitter is the headline reads "Tweet and Sour." Aha, puns. So I watched the first 6 episodes of Blockbuster, the new show on Netflix.
Yeah, how'd you think? How'd you feel about it?
Oh, it's is what it is. Like, I feel like this show. Like Netflix went to NBC and said, put on a focus group of everything people want to see right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they did.
Yeah.
And that focus group said everything they want. It'd be really funny. It'd be really funny if we got the guy from, whatever the F, and then we got the girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or Fresh Off the Boat. And we got, all these hit shows and let's throw them all together and then make it like Office style, but put it in like a nostalgic place, like a video store, like Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You know what? Throw in JB Smoove.
Okay.
He's funny.
But what's wrong with the parts and pieces? Do they not fit? Does it not work?
It just isn't. Just doesn't, like, it's no Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or
does it feel too formulaic?
Parks and Rec, or
yeah.
The jokes don't land, in my opinion.
Okay. It was a try hard. They just tried too hard.
It just, even like wow, he was not kidding. What? It is on its way.
Yeah?
Yadwinder is taking care of your order today. He's on his way. 23 minutes away. I don't know why. You're going to get it by the end of this.
Yeah, right at the end.
I love it. Hopefully we can catch it on the thing. But, we get... I don't know why Paul sent it to me. Send it to Casey.
No, he did. I just
okay, good
stuff. Yeah.
I think he just wanted to prove to me that he did it. I believe you. So, watching it, I was just kind of like, it's not bad, but it's just, I was like, and like, I like all the people in it. Like, I like, I can't think of his name. The main star, Jim from The Office in that one episode, which is really funny.
John Krasinski?
No. He played, what is his name? It's going to drive me crazy now. He was the dad on Fresh Off the Boat, which was a good show.
I never watched it.
It was pretty good. Randall Park.
Oh, Randall Park. Oh, God, I love Randall Park.
He was good on it, but he's good in everything. And, like, I know he's going to be good in
Yeah.
everything, but, like, the jokes, it's what's surrounding him. You know, like,
Right.
everybody on it was fine. And, like, if it was a boring version of Superstore, which is a boring version already of, like, Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, it was funny-esque, but it was still kind of boring compared. And Blockbuster is just a little more boring.
It's very difficult to do any of those shows and comparing them to shows that were Titans. You know, it's always, to me, it's always difficult like that, because whenever you have the cheap knockoff version, it's very clear. It's very obvious that someone only took a piece and didn't actually get the entirety of that thought or the entirety of the humor. And it's tough writing a show like Blockbuster, because it's supposed to be a period piece where everybody is able to remember those times and is cynical and jaded and bitter because we lost Blockbuster, because we lost community places. So for me, seeing some of those older community places, it throws me a bit now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just sad. I'm just like, oh man, that's some bull crap. I remember doing that, or I remember doing this, or then that's the other problem is when you have kids who don't know what they're talking about, and you kind of feel that. Like, I understand now what old people felt like watching old movies, being like, this isn't old. That was my prime. It's like, son of a bitch, that was my prime. Like, that was my heyday, and it's gone. So it's I imagine it's hard to watch that just because of what it represents, you know.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure Casey knew. I didn't know if he checked his messages during y'all casting.
I usually don't. I usually have the book face down. I have everything off. I try to just focus here.
I do.
And
I look.
Weather and everything.
I'm the little, and the producer kicks in, and like I have everything up, ready to go.
Which is why I love you. It's wonderful. I have backslid into the solid talent slot, and I don't like it. Where it's like I kind of just show up, and I'm like, all right, what do you need me to say? Do.
It annoys me because you were always such a good main guy.
I mean, I enjoy being a main guy, and I have main guy talent. Just don't have main guy gears this morning. This morning when I don't know if you know this.
You woke up a little later.
Well, when you wake up late. So I apologize. I was actually at work until about midnight last night. So,
but you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Stupid.
I thought I'd be fine.
So I got my legs showing because I'm wearing my shorts because I rolled out of bed.
Girl. Yeah. That's what's up. Show that leg. Meow.
No, can't do it. I got my plum smugglers. No, they're not. They're basketball shorts, but they ride up. So I show
ride up
my ultra white leg. No, so what was I gonna say to you? Have you seen the trailer for the sequel of all sequels? A Christmas Story.
Happy Death Day 2?
No. Close. They made a sequel to A Christmas Story. Like
I heard about this. I have not seen the trailer. I'm not interested. So let's go. You said Christmas.
Well, I'm not going to show you if you're not interested.
No, I want to see it. I'm just about humbugging everything Christmas.
Oh, no. We're going to bring you right back. Don't worry. I'm working on a plan. I got a plan. Ready to go. Hold on. I got to get in theater mode so I can share this.
Meanwhile, make sure to check out Skyline Indie Film Fest. If you haven't cruised on over, they are accepting submissions now for shorts and long videos. So please cruise on over to the SkylineIndieFilmFest.org and check it out. And maybe you could be a big wiener this year.
We are working on it. That's for sure. We got a lot going on. Here we go.
A lot going on.
Oh, life moves fast. One day you're playing kick the can with kids named Flick and Schwartz.
I triple dog dare you!
And the next thing you know, you're a certified adult.
Ralph? Man.
Fragile.
He was the best.
Ralphie, promise me we're gonna make this a wonderful Christmas. That would make your father so happy.
I promise. What had I done? And now it was all up to me?
I suggest you start drinking and don't stop till New Year's.
Hey, kids, who wants to go see Santa?
This is amazing. Incredible.
We will meet you right here when you're done.
Don't let him kick you in the face.
Huh?
It's the happy season.
Now, in.
When it's just us decorating, it kind of feels like child labor.
Honey, it's not labor if we don't pay you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There'll be much missing.
Dad made this all look so easy.
That doesn't mean it was easy.
Most wonderful time of the year.
What do you mean your dad made this look easy?
Triple dog dare ya!
Oh, I got it now.
It's the most wonderful time.
Slowly, I could feel the Christmas ember beginning to glow again.
Yep.
Awesome. That
So-
looks good. I mean, my favorite part is definitely the mom. So that mom is the mom who played the mom in Just Friends.
Yep.
I love her so much. She does that. Joyce,
What's her
who's
name?
on the phone? I can't
Wasn't she
remember. I
somewhere
need to
else,
find
too?
out right now. She's fantastic.
I think my biggest claim to fame is that I interviewed Scott Schwartzman, who plays Flick in that movie.
Yes, you did.
Played an original, and he was a dick to me.
Yes,
Like he did not like me at first because I was trying to be respectful.
Julie
and, like,
Haggerty.
What was her name?
Julie Haggerty.
She's been in so much stuff. Yeah.
A ton of shit. Oh yeah.
Another $1.
Yep, another dollar. I mean, she was in
That's
Airplane,
right.
bro.
She was the mom, and Freddie got fingered.
She was in Airplane.
Oh yeah, she was Elaine in Airplane. That's
Yeah,
right.
she's Elaine. Yeah,
But she was just she always played like that mom.
she's hilarious at it. She nails it. I mean, why would
Oh,
you
yeah.
stop if you're going to be in that much stuff and be that successful? Which she has been in a ton of stuff,
Yeah.
by the way.
Dude, November 18th is stacked.
Yeah.
It's
What else is
stacked.
coming out?
You have that. You have Spirited, the new Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell movie.
Strong.
You have Disenchanted.
Oh, I'm really stoked for Disenchanted. That's going to be great. I'm in on that all the way.
Well,
'cause I love Enchanted.
you're big on that.
Oh yeah, I was so impressed with what they did with Enchanted. I know it's not. Look, they didn't break the mold. They didn't reinvent the wheel, but I just enjoyed that movie. It was so entertaining, and I couldn't stop watching and laughing the whole way. It was done very well. And I'm not a huge Amy Adams fan. I don't think she's bad, but there's a lot of roles I've seen her in that I didn't enjoy. But she is fantastic. All in all, she's a great actress. When she brings it, she nails it. And Patrick Dempsey is a face. He's Patrick Dempsey.
I'm gonna need your help on the 18th.
Okay, what else are we gonna do? We got some heavy
Because
lifting.
we have The Menu, which is that new horror movie with Ralph Fiennes.
Okay.
Where it's like all the people go to this
Oh!
exclusive. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I really want to watch that one. Yeah.
We have Lamborghini, with Frank Grillo playing Ferrucci Lamborghini and his life.
Oh. Wait,
Disenchanted.
Frank Grillo's doing a movie that I want to watch?
Yeah, I like Frank Grillo.
I
you
do
should
too. He
watch
just-
that one where it's the action movie where it's like Groundhog Day.
Oh, you were talking. Okay, you
It
were
was a
talking
good
about
one.
that. That one I'll check out. I do not like Frank Grillo when he is the sub character to Stallone, Bruce Willis, any of the other guys where he plays second fiddle. He's not always great. He's not bad.
No, I get
but He's
that.
not always great.
He was good as Romanov though, and Rumlow.
Rumlow. Yeah. He was good as Crossbones. Yep.
So we got Disenchanted, Spirited. We have A Christmas Karen. Oh boy. Karen is an entitled middle-aged white woman whose demanding nature has alienated her neighbors and family. After a series of instances displaying her privilege and prejudice, Karen receives an intervention by some unconventional spirits. Oh boy.
What? That is going to be weird.
This is gonna be very weird. Oh, Blues Big City Adventure comes out. I don't know that I'm gonna watch that, but
Who's
it
Blue?
does. Blues Clues.
Oh, Blues
Yeah.
Clues? I know, man. Look, I'm done with Blues Clues.
I know.
got
Once you
burned
reach
out
that
hard.
like level, once you reach that age, it's like, yeah, no, I'm out.
It was a show I legitimately remember like walking past and having on as a child. And then, I mean, older child. I was walking past it. I was like 11 or 12. But then it reached a point where River just couldn't get enough of it. She had to have her crayon, had to have her notepad, and wrote everything down and was constantly looking for pause everywhere.
I think the
It's
worst
just-
part
it's
about
great.
it is that
It's
she
wonderful.
would never get it right. No.
Yeah. Yeah, constantly was wrong.
How
I'm like,
messed up
how
would
in
it
the
be?
world could you miss this clue? Like that, it became very upsetting between us. And she went to a lot of timeouts because of it.
How messed up would it be if there was a kid out there who was really into it, but could not? They were just like a bad detective. They just didn't work.
I think that's the joy is having a bad detective child. I think that would be hilarious. Like, and it was funny too, because I remember this whole thing. She's doing everything I did. I wanted to be a detective, or I was into like detectorating. Mine was Sherlock. Hers is, yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. I believe
She was detectoration. So
detectoration. All right.
was all about it. And then she went from being a detective to a journalist, which I was all about being a journalist for a while. Walk around and
still
interview
sort of the
people.
same.
Yep. And then she moved into, now she's like, I want to go dig up fossils and be an archaeologist and stuff. And I was like, that's amazing. So I'm trying to see if I can catch her now and convince her that the Indiana Jones reality will be real. And that's the direction she needs to go. So turn her into like Lara Croft, make her a badass. Yeah. I mean, she's already shooting arrows. She had an archery tournament this past weekend, which was incredible. It was so much fun to watch her go do that. I had a real blast.
Dude,
So we're working on it.
If we could get this going, like we win the 1.5 billion, you better believe that this international multimedia conglomerate of the Scene Snobs it's not just going to expand our shows to look like TV quality shows. We're making movies. We're going to make our horror movie, our fairy tale horror movie.
Yeah, we got to make the fairy tale horror movie.
And now we have to make a kids movie, a kids comedy movie that isn't really a kids movie, about a kid who's really terrible at being a detective, but will not give up.
And it's got to star Tommy and Jack and River.
No, I'm getting real actors. Getting Jacob Tremblay.
Awesome. Amazing. Oh, by the way, I just realized that Chloe Moretz Grace is like a full-on woman. Like I've watched so many of her movies.
That's such an odd sentence to start with.
Because it was just, no, it was a picture. It was one of the pictures that was up on the Yahoos as I'm burning through news real quick. I'm sorry. And it just popped in there because it was very strange to see her. And it's like, she's a woman in the face now. I remember her so often as a baby. She was young. You know, all the movies I ever and TV shows I ever watched her, and she was a young woman, and she was amazing. She was always one of my favorite actresses of that era. She was like her and Abigail Breslin were fantastic. I think they were exciting to watch as young childhood stars. You know what I'm saying? Like they were good at that age.
Well, yeah, I mean they're good actors for sure.
Yeah.
And for me, it throws me off because now like you don't see them as much,
right?
But when I do see them, they do great quality work still.
Oh
and it's
my
like,
gosh.
What happened, Hollywood? Because it's not like they reached an age and they're ugly. You know, I realize that's not a nice thing to say, but they didn't reach an age and just become ugly. So Hollywood had to be like, cast them out. Like they still look basically the same. They're the same person. They're just adults now and they can still act their asses off. So it's like, why aren't you using them?
Abigail Breslin got to be taught by Alan Arkin and Greg Kinnear in one movie. You know,
she's been in so much though.
So much stuff, man. She's been in so many things. And Chloe Moretz Grace crushed it. I mean, and Kick-Ass was amazing. But she's masked up most of the time. So I even forget it's her in that. Because I'm into their characters. That's the beauty. Great actors for me allow me to not know you as the actor. I am paying attention to the character you are. That's what a great actor. And that's why I bring up the Eternals. Because the Eternals has a lot of actors and actresses from things and places that I recognize them from, but they will all be able to become those characters, and they solidified rapidly. except Rob Stark. Rob Stark was the last one. It wasn't until the end of the movie that I'm finally like, oh, now you're Icarus. Go fuck yourself. Take that $1.
That's like $2 more for the
It
binge.
was worth it.
Swear to God.
Worth it.
I think my biggest thing with that is like you watch these actors kind of get cast aside as they get, child actors as they get older, and it's just like, and like I said, they're both working pretty steadily. Like,
oh yeah,
Chloe Grace Moretz,
Chloe Moretz Grace just came out with that new Peripheral.
Whatever
So,
it is.
it's huge. I feel like they get to be more picky. You know what I'm saying? They reach an age where they've earned the right to be able to choose good stuff.
I was upset about that because I got the screener for that to watch the whole series.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have time. It was October. And it was just like we were busy all the time. I was like, I can't watch a TV series right now. I'm surprised I got Blockbuster, and it's November. So like that's the only reason why.
Right.
But it was literally on while I was doing Skyline work. So but she did a movie like a year or two ago that came out that I kind of liked. I was like, this is kind of fun, where she played a mechanic during World War II for the planes.
Oh, what?
But she was a specialized mechanic whose job it was to kill the gremlins that were trying to take out the planes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, you never saw that one?
No.
It's good, man. Like,
was that Shadow in the Cloud?
It was. I mean, it was different, but it was. I thought it was good.
Shadow in the Cloud.
Shadow in the Cloud. Yep. Like they would. If she got called on, there was a special mission like for her to stop the gremlins, and it was just like it was different. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, that looks dope. I mean, I'm looking back at this work she's done, and I've just been a big fan the whole way. The Eye. I remember that. Wicked Little Things. She was in Bolt.
Yeah.
500 Days of Summer, Kick Ass, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Well, Let Me In was great when she did the remake of Let the Right One In. That was really good.
She did a great job with it. Yeah. And I didn't mind that ending too, because they changed it up. So
yeah, it was fun. They did something different. I have to go to my door. If you'll
do
it.
I'm leaving you on. Go for it. Casey's got it. Thank you, Paul, for sending him his stuff. But like me, I'll just sit here and wonder if my stuff's ever coming. I wonder if Casey's coming back. Remember the time he wasn't here this morning? I didn't know he worked till midnight though. That's my bad. So many phone calls. Yeah, we appreciate you guys watching us. We're gonna get his coffee and then probably coffee time. Yeah, I love it. I'll get you a coffee. Is he cute? Casey, is he cute? He sounds cute. I like it. Hi. Oh, you can't hear me. I forgot he wears headphones. I don't do that. I let it roll. Your wife got you some laugh aloud, and heck yeah, I hope they did his order right. I hope it's wrong. I hope he got him all the wrong things, and it's all your fault, Paul. I hope it's like tea, but not even like good tea. Well, I mean that's the only good tea is like a sweet tea or an iced tea. Otherwise, it's just brown water, and that's the worst. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Are you talking to him? Are you guys starting a friendship? What's happening here? The show's going to end before he gets back. I bet you he stopped to go to the bathroom too. I have no doubt. This is his first break, and I'm leaving him on because I can't risk him going away. That's the thing. Can't risk Casey falling asleep again. We need to keep him awake. That's how this works. He has no idea what I'm saying. I love that's right at the end of the show. Paul, you need to wake up earlier and get this done. Some unsweet tea with a stale bag. No. Why would you drink? Just drink water. Just drink the water. What did you buy?
Victory.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
I know you can't. I'm well aware. I've just been talking this whole time. Actually, Paul was the first to comment. It was kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Paul. You don't have to wake up earlier.
So this is like a sealed bag.
What is it? What did he send you? Is it a dozen donuts?
I don't know. But like the coffee is in the bag, and I can't open the bag.
Open the bag.
Why is the bag so hard to open? I mean, it's
Well, they
great
have to. They have to seal it for the drivers.
Biscuits and gravy. Do I have no cutting device?
Oh, this is the worst
Rip
case
it.
scenario. Hold on. I'm going to break this bottle and I'm going to use that.
Don't do that.
And I don't want to rip it.
What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? I've got River.
Nice.
And I don't think we have any plans.
I don't. My
I
family's
mean, I've got a
gone.
lot of cleaning to do. I'm going to put my kid to work. I'll tell you that.
That's nice. That's a good idea. I've been doing that with my kids lately. My family's going out of town.
Really? Where are they
Yeah.
going?
Jersey.
Why aren't you going to Jersey?
I stay. I work. I gotta do.
That's fair. Well, are you getting ready for Skyline? How
Yeah,
excited,
it's-
bro! I'm so excited. Every second it gets closer. I'm stoked. I have more ideas. We need to have a good powwow day.
Yeah, man. What you got? What do you get you?
Hold on. I've almost got it open.
We got 10 minutes before the show ends. I want to know.
Right. I'm trying to get there. Oh,
Paul, you
there
ruined
is.
it with so much tape on the bag. It's your fault.
Sweet, glorious coffee.
Taste it. See if it tastes good.
Yep. We're gonna do it right now. We got
It'd be
4
funny if there's
sugars
nothing
and
in
3 creams. So we're gonna see how it is. Yeah, it's just black coffee.
Wake up. Wake up with the Scene Snobs.
Now that is a fine cup of Joe.
Very good, Paul. You passed the coffee
And
test.
we got a little box. Let's see what's in our little box.
It's got to be Munchkins.
It's Munchkins. Munchkins. I will not eat them on air because eating on air is tacky.
He hates that, and I don't blame him.
I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it.
Well,
Like, I
it's-
believe some degree of professionalism. You shouldn't be smacking while you have a microphone in front of you.
Well, I
Because
only
especially
have
if you have a
9
good
minutes left.
microphone.
I have 9 minutes left on the show. You owe me 35, so you're going until 10:35.
Totally valid. I do owe you
Um,
35 minutes, which means
no,
I have to put together 35 minutes of screen time. And I have watched enough rom-coms between Die in a Gunfight, which has been glorious. I can't say enough good things about Die in a Gunfight. It's one of the ones I recently watched, and I'm a big fan. They did like a Romeo and Juliet thing, but smashed it with true romance. And then they had the direction was as if it was Guy Ritchie and Kenneth Branagh's love child who created this movie. I really enjoyed it. It got panned and was not received very well, but I really liked the acting in it. So highly recommend it. And it's a Romeo and Juliet movie without any smut, which was fascinating. I didn't know they could do that.
Smut?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Smut. It was in Romeo and Juliet.
You know those teenagers all running around, rolling in bed all night, or that
The
like
violence isn't the key there. It's the smut.
Nah, it's all that nakedness. You know, if they just had kept it in their pants, none of that would have happened. All their friends would have survived. That's the story. That's the real story of Romeo and Juliet. Don't hump until you're married. That's what it is. It's if
fair.
you look at the whole thing.
So actually, it's the same message in Friday the 13th.
It's exactly every slasher movie.
So wait, was Romeo and Juliet the first slasher movie?
I think it was probably one of the first thrillers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a thrilling escape for Romeo to try to like leave Verona and then come back so he could be with his woman, even though he didn't realize that there were 2 different plans going on. It's also learning about telephone and communication. It's a story of communication. It's very important to tell everyone your plan. If you have a secret plan that involves someone else, you have to tell them the plan. Otherwise, you kill yourself.
Yeah,
Unnecessarily.
She went overboard on that one.
Man, that's why you got to be careful. That was toxic. That is a toxic relationship. You've got to be careful of people who just are that emotional.
I know. Teenagers, man.
Teenagers mess everything up. They mess it up for themselves. They don't know they're doing it.
All right. I want Casey to be able to go eat because we kept him going pretty hardcore. So,
Not at all, man. I've still got more movies to talk about.
I know.
Because I also watched Practical Magic. Practical Magic was my easing out of Halloween into rom-coms. And I realized I've only seen that movie like once all the way through. I love Practical Magic. It is really good.
God, I hate that movie.
I don't know why. I still don't understand
my wife
why.
loves it too.
It's wonderful. That and Hope Floats are like Hope Floats is next. I feel that little ember of love that's still within there. I'm trying to fan that flame, bro. I'm trying to get that back up.
Let's get it back up. We'll do it.
A walk to remember was helpful last night. I had that on.
Oh, I'm done. I can't do this. I've been on too long. I'm out. I just want to thank everybody.
I love you, brother. Let's do it.
All right. Walk to remember. Oh,
hey, Shane West and Mandy Moore made a fantastic on-screen duo.
my relationship with God is my most important thing, and you need to leave because I have cancer.
You can't fall in love with me, whatever you do.
Fuck, you're gonna make me throw up, dude. You're gonna make me throw up. I hate that movie. It's not Sound of Music hate, but it's like, oh, come on. And listen, I watched all 6 seasons of This Is Us.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand sappy, stupid.
Right.
But damn that movie. Damn that movie.
It's a great one, man. I mean, it was a little intense.
I thank God every day that's not what I thank God every day that's not what real love is like.
I mean, honestly, it's so angsty. It is so angsty. It really, like, it was hard. Rewatching it, I did not realize how angsty that movie is.
Oh, and he found God at the end and became a pastor. Oh my God, I hated it. I hate that movie.
Natural Nicholas Sparks. I mean, his most element is that movie.
And I like The Notebook.
I love The Notebook. The Notebook is just a work of art. It's a tour de force of how things should work. So that's the proof. What I'm doing is I'm figuring out each lesson from each movie as I watch them, right? And there's a lot of lessons to take away. There's a lot of takeaways from rom-coms. It tells me, and it's also finding all the bad ones, like discovering how, you really can't, like the situations that have to arise for you to get in a position to be able to be with most of these people, whether guy or girl, the love interest. It's really ridiculous, the hoops they jump through. Like, in some cases, you have to find someone who's a murderer, who's literally just, like, killed someone, who's going through an emotional upheaval, and then that's when she finds her moment. So
that's
apparently
not love,
dude.
Stop looking for that. Stop looking for that. It's not real. It will not make you happy.
It's funny using this as the context for, like, in this world, in their world that they've created, whichever movie world it is, what the requirements are to find and be in love. It's obscene. Oh, and apparently I need to find someone who can cast spells. So if anyone out there can cast spells.
Oh my God, not back to this movie. Not back to this one. Come on, dude. You got to give me a little bit of a reprieve from this stuff.
Oh, no, it's going to hit hard. So what I'm going to do is the following week, I'll come up with some more rom-coms that I'm watching, and I'll have a better list for next week as far as what my rom-com
I don't mind a rom-com, but they do not date well.
No, they don't. That's the other thing about rom-coms. There is a line for each one of them. Like, whether it's technology, whatever the line is, something is always off in rom-coms, and it's great. And also the age, depending on which age they are. Like, I'm much more of the eat, pray, love era now in my life. So going back. So going backwards to, like, whatever it takes, or
I'm physically becoming ill right now. You're naming all the worst things. I can't do it.
They're so good. They're so good.
There's so many good ones, and you keep naming the bad ones.
I mean, what are the good ones then?
If you say Garden State, I will put my foot through something.
Garden State to me is more of a dramatic romance. So I have been hardcore. The only things I will look up and watch, they have to have romance and comedy in the title or in the categories. Like, if they don't fall under that category, I'm not watching it. So that's the category.
You should watch it's an Amy Poehler, Paul Rudd movie. It's called They Came Together.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And it's made by the Wet Hot American Summer crew.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm in.
And it's a rom-com with every single cliche and trope from rom-coms.
That's amazing.
It is underrated. It is hilarious.
Okay.
And it just works on every level. Every level. That's all I could say. Is like it's now become, because I realized how love actually works.
Yeah.
And none of it in the movies is how it works.
Yeah.
And how you have to put work in and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That I think might be my favorite rom-com in existence right now because I'm
Fair
so
enough.
tired of sentimental. I'm so tired of sentimental. I'm so tired. I'm going to bed.
Well, you can because it's 10 a.m.
And we haven't even said goodbye.
The bells are chiming over here. I've got the church bells going off telling me that it is reached that hour that folks we appreciate and are grateful as always for hanging out and spending a little time with us. Thanks for starting your day off. We hope your Friday morning is absolutely phenomenal and you will crush it in whatever you're doing. Congratulations. You have successfully completed this morning's Scene Snobs Morning Drive live show.
From beginning to end, unlike
the
some
whole way.
people.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of us had to get our beauty rest because we didn't want to
my
show up
God.
looking terrible. But we
Just
did
know
anyway.
anytime you're late, I'm calling you over and over and over.
Oh, well, that's what you're supposed to
and
do.
I'm getting a Snob Nation in on it.
I don't know how I didn't answer because I looked at how many missed calls and I was like, how did I sleep through all of this?
I
I
told that
alarms
story. I
set
was
up,
like, you used to
everything.
sleep through your alarm all the time.
I have 4 of them set.
Dude, here we go. I want to say thank you to our patrons. We love you. We appreciate you. You guys help keep the lights on here and keep us doing what we're doing. And you guys, honestly, I've been having sort of a self-doubt week, and you guys have all made it much better with all your support and all your love. So thank you, Tim, Paul, Stacy, Matt, Aaron, Chris S., Chris H., Dale,
Dan, John B., Ron, Jason, AJ, Radar, and John W. Thank you. We love you. And thank you for your support.
and we need more to sign up so I can put more in the middle. So
Yeah.
so go sign up on any one of our 3 tiers that are available on patreon.com/thescenesnobs.
And also make sure to cruise on over to Discord and join the Snobs Nation, where you can keep up with all of your favorite conversations and all the craziness that ensues over with the great Snobs Nation. Hang out, meet our great moderators, and have a blast.
And guys, make sure to like this video if you're watching. It really helps us with the algorithm go a long way. We're trying to build this channel up as much as we can. We have a ton of great shows, so hopefully you like them and you're having fun with them. You can check out a brand new Real Combat that came out this week. It's starring Casey versus Michael Colby from PowerPoint Showdown. So go check that out.
And then we also have merch. Cruise on over to thescenesnobs.com and hit up our link tree where you can grab all of the finest finery this side of the Mississippi and have a great time showing off your support for your favorite snobs. It's that holiday season. Wrap up your favorite people in the awesome Snobs merch.
And if you guys like being part of the Snobs Nation, which we love having you, make sure you're following us everywhere. You can follow us on all social media platforms, and we do different things in different places. So join up, have a good time. Follow us at the Scene Snobs everywhere. Actually, TikTok is now at the Scene Snobs. I advocated it, and they finally changed it. I got to change this.
Woo-hoo.
But you can also follow the Madman. He's everywhere too. On Instagram, he's at Plotimus21. On TikTok, he's at Casey the Madman. And on Twitter, he is at Twitter Let's see if Elon gives him the blue check mark or not.
Ooh, would love that.
So, but thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and just having a good time with us. You can check us out on the Scene Snobs Podcast every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern and every Friday morning here for the Morning Drive Live Show, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. We truly appreciate you. We love you. Now, go enjoy Friday. TGIF.
Yeah, go kick off. Go enjoy.
All right. Until next time, everybody, take care.